So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two
We'll blame it on that.
Beerded Guys.
What is up, y'all? Well, the camera's been moved. There's more space.
Yeah, because there's the missing third person over there, so you guys kind of condensed a little.
But I don't like it. It's weird.
Wait, there's somebody missing?
I can see more. I can see more of Matt's face.
I thought, damn it.
You should be so
I
lucky.
thought I was the observant guy, but
I can see more of Matt's face.
well, that's a problem.
I don't like this.
I can't, so I'm good.
Lucky bastard. Do you want to switch seats today?
No.
Damn it.
I don't want to be the one who falls.
No, this chair
Yeah,
is
the chair doesn't
terrible.
go with him, and that's his chair.
All right, fair.
Hey guys, for those of you that own businesses or stuff, if you would like to sponsor our show, you can get your I'll give you a lifetime of the show advertisement space if you buy 2 new chairs for me. Just let me know if you're willing, and I'll send you which ones we need, because fuck, I'm gonna die one of these days. And I really don't want to break.
We'll let you kick it out from under him.
No,
I thought that was the deal.
that was never a deal.
We won't do it in here. We'll do it out there.
Still never a deal.
I mean, John definitely signed off on it.
Yeah. I have 50%, so.
Yeah.
Exactly, 50%. You can't make the decision. All right. Anyway, fuck. Fucking John trying to murder my ass over here.
I mean, you'll know it's coming. It won't be like his.
That will be
Jackass
almost
style.
worse.
That's like 2-foot drop.
Hey, that would be almost worse. The fact that you know it's coming. It's like,
I know.
all right. Anyway, but yeah, if you want to sponsor the show, I'll literally for the low price of 2 bar stools, bar chairs, because I need a back.
I mean, they can say Turfs Up Radio on it. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll put Turfs Up Radio on it. We'll do all sorts of shit. We'll actually start the show with just the chairs up to get the extra ad.
Yeah.
We'll do all sorts of shit. We'll be whores. It's fine.
I mean,
All right. Anyway,
true to life.
So back to the show. Welcome back. Unfortunately, Matt does count today. We have some business we're gonna do after this show, so we decided no guest today, so we could hop right into all our shit. We also have 2 drunken movie reviews to do, thanks to Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Our drunken reviews.
So we got 2 to knock off because we didn't get ours in last week. We have. Did we do it?
From a movie quote from last week.
It's from last week. So last week's, if you haven't seen it, if you couldn't figure it out, we are doing Blues Brothers.
Oh, that was actually up last week too. Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's about.
That's what I said.
Yeah, we're doing
Kinda
Blues
spaced that. That's not
Brothers. This week,
I love music movie month.
This
I
has been a
really
fun-
do.
You mean comedy month?
Yeah, it's kind of both.
this week's, we really didn't really do a music movie month, really.
I picked a musical movie.
I picked a musical movie.
I mean, technically I did too.
So yeah, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I mean they write a song in yours.
They make up all the songs in mine.
I mean, all the songs in mine are made up, pretty much.
And mine's actual like.
Hard. Down
Wait, did you choose this one?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I thought-
Rocky Road.
I thought you picked School of Rock and he picked this.
No, I picked this and then talked you guys into School of Rock for the 4th.
So what did I pick?
Someone picked the next movie.
What is the next one? I don't remember. Did you pick the next one?
No, I picked Blues
You picked
Brothers.
Blues Brothers. What was the next one?
Go
Go ahead and say it, because I can't remember.
I was trying to think of a clever way to do it, but I don't know any of the songs. 8 Mile.
No, 8 Mile's the extra one.
I chose this one.
You did choose this one.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot. I could have sworn.
Because I accepted you not to.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Is the top still spinning? Tyler?
So we are doing Walk Hard this week as well. The
Yes.
Dewey Cox story. And the best part is I forgot how ungodly bad it is while being amazing.
Amazing.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
Amazing.
But we can't wait to talk about those. Make sure you listen to our podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, whatever I was trying to say there.
wherever podcasts are listening.
Two Bearded Guys, drunken movie reviews. But back to this show. There's 3 of us. I'll go ahead and go through the beer scoring system real quick. And Matt, go ahead. If you have something, then I'll do it.
Well, potentially here, Rob's throwing out a feeler. Says, if I sponsor the show, do you have to read my copy?
Read his copy.
Ooh.
Read his copy.
Yeah, I'll read your copy.
Hold on.
Advertising copy. Like a commercial.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck it. God,
Hey, do you want to come to hockey
hold
on
on,
Saturday?
hold on. Rob Gibbons in a
On a mature rated beer show. It's
no, but
fine.
I'm more. No, I'm cool with it. I'm just more like, fuck. What am I gonna be fucking reading? Jesus.
Let's be real. I'll be the one reading it.
It depends if if it's something designed for me to
yeah,
read.
that's true.
Yeah. God, fuck this.
Yes.
I mean, yes, Gibbons, absolutely yes, but fuck. All right. Anyway,
What fuck?
that's terrifying.
He did say that.
So we are doing the 3 scores. The average of the 3 scores is what we take. 3 is a perfectly average beer. It's in quarter increments, yada yada yada. Above 3, above average. Shocker. 4 or higher is seek out. That means this beer's so damn good, or mead in this case. We do have one of those.
Let's hope so.
Where we are gonna go, we're gonna find it again. We're gonna seek it out. I don't care where it's at. We're gonna go looking for it. 4, 7, 5, and 5. That's those upper echelons of beers. That is, the shit that tickles your Elmo, jingles your tingles, tingles your jingles, all that good stuff.
You throw a jiggle in there?
Probably.
Yeah, I like to say my own, but like the last year, he just took it over. So
Yeah.
it's always disappointing.
He's afraid you're going to fluff your muff if he gives you the
I
opportunity.
know. And you know what? I like
And even,
to fluff your muff
that's actually Jen's
periodically.
thing. Like, we're not allowed. We really shouldn't take that from
All
him.
right, you know what? I'll let you say yours next week.
I don't remember. Is it my jingle tingles or tingle jingles?
Yours is jingles, your tingles.
Okay.
Anyway. No, yours is tingles, your jingles. My bad. No, you had me messed up. All right.
Rob says relax about the script is just as Sailor Moon fanfic. So
Oh, God. Under 3 is below average, but that 2.5 to 3 especially still, that's tolerable. Under 2, now we're getting into fuck it, I already paid for it, or my buddy gave it to me, I'll fucking drink it, whatever. Under 1, so quarter, half, and 0.75, those are absolute drain pours. We're getting fucking rid
mine
of
was done
those.
before the show. This is on you now, bud.
We're getting fucking rid of those. That's done. The only thing is, on this show,
I think you rinsed yours.
yeah, it's mine that needs rinsed. On this show, we don't drain pour because, there's sober kids in Africa.
Sober kids in Africa.
So, we do our part and drink. So,
I don't think there's any sober kids in Russia.
probably not. They start drinking when they come out the womb. Vodka instead of milk.
Safer.
Man, I should have been grown up I don't like vodka though.
How long would you say it's been a grip?
I fucking hate you.
I mean, I'm sure it's no American liquor.
Nothing's as good as that American liquor vodka.
Is that American liquor barely know her?
No, we've gotten to know her pretty well. We've gone through a few bottles.
So, John, I don't know if you noticed, but Tyler's rocking a new hat today.
I'm rocking my beanie. Yeah.
And based
Fan.
off of your prior hat game, I'm wondering the FAM is that fuck annoying motherfuckers?
No, this is Fast Pitch Academics Midwest. It's our softball side of the travel baseball organization I'm in.
So FPAM.
Much less
No,
fun
it's
than
just FAM.
GFC.
Fast Pitch, one word. Yeah, no, this is for the travel organization I'm in. It's supporting the softball side. I'm not really supposed to wear it while drinking, but
You really set a different bar with the other hat.
I
but,
wasn't wearing my.
You're throwing me a curveball on this one?
I was trying. I wasn't wearing my high school hat, so this is what I had in the car. And my head was cold. We were outside, dude. It was cold.
I'm just so disappointed.
Matt, you got anything else for us before we do
No.
anticipated beer?
John says I don't.
Do you have anything else for us? It's not our viewers' fault that you did that.
What?
Oh, I liked it.
I threw you a baseball joke.
I liked it.
Tossed it right up.
And see, that was good. Your threw you baseball joke sucked. But it is time to pick your anticipated beer. Matt, go ahead.
I am going with the I can't read the name. The peach
Freeze?
peach freeze. Because it looks like one of those half and half cones.
It kinda does,
I
yeah.
used to get in Albany. You know the one.
I do. Dairy Dream.
That's it.
There's a couple I'm looking forward to, even though no one asked me.
He was still talking.
I was done.
What are you looking forward to?
Conscious
the
past.
mead. I love a great mead. I don't know if this will be a great
I
mead.
get nervous with bee nectar.
But I love a great mead. So
Oh.
I'm really hoping.
Because I've had really good meads from bee nectar, and I've had really bad meads from bee nectar.
We'll find out.
Best one's Necronomicon.
I'm excited for the Guinness. No. Wait, how do you say this? Genia?
I almost went with that.
Genius.
Just to watch your guys' faces.
Guinness.
Guinness. Honestly, I'm excited for the
Yeah, I about said it.
Lemure. The traditional sour from Freem. I was gonna say Tough Love because it does sound really good too, but it's.
And we'll segue right into it. Like, what are the flavors that's in that thing?
It's barrel aged.
Yes, in a white wine barrel.
Yeah.
Now, like Wennis, is that a Sewe? No.
In Freem Lemure, we mix fresh Oregon fruits and let them mingle with our white wine barrel aged ale. Aromas of blackberry pie and limoncello with notes of acai and white pepper prove a little mixing and mingling. Goes a long way.
That sounds great.
It sounds fucking stupid. 6.49% ABV. Barrel aged blackberry raspberry or black cap raspberry and Marionberry ale. I am stupid excited
There's
for
another
this.
bottle of that.
I am so excited.
Well, you're excited and you just can't hide it. Russell says, "Hey, all cheers, brothers. What's up,
Cheers,
Russ?
brother.
Hey, if Turf's Up wants to sponsor some chairs, Russ, I'd appreciate it.
We also got
We'll even have them branded if we have to.
just
Bunker
got
Sports.
Grant Carlisle just jumped on. Said, "Yo, guys, what's up from South Bend?"
What up, Grant? Oh, R.I.P. Fessers, by the way.
Yeah.
They're closed.
That's sad.
Their
Oh,
main
and-
investor guy decided he was done.
And he
Investment
said-
opportunity if anyone wants.
No, they're
Oh,
done.
they just did.
Yeah, they're closed. They were in the middle of expanding, too. They were opening a second location and ended up having to close both. Yeah. They literally had just, ordered, new shit for the new brewery, too.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
And then Grant further says, "Hand pinky wave."
I fucking hate that.
The old
That's
Dr. Evil.
amazing. That's amazing. Oop,
Oh, buddy. I know you're excited.
sorry. It's been a while.
You gave Matt a lot of that?
It's been a while.
He also says he's Jen's boo.
Oh, yes.
No, I recognize
buddy.
the name.
Yeah.
No, which is funny because I talk to you the least.
Oh, I'm excited for you guys to come down on Saturday.
I was
Make sure she doesn't forget our booze.
Yeah, all the booze. There's wine. There's whiskey. Right? There's whiskey.
Port.
When you get whiskey. Yeah.
It's a
A
cocktail.
Manhattan. You got a Manhattan. There's a port.
It's old fashioned.
There's a wine. Old fashioned. Okay. I couldn't remember what it was.
Assuming he did good drink. If he didn't respect it, it was only $13.
I'm trying to remember what all the fuck there is.
No, a bunch.
Couple 6-packs, I think.
Yeah.
And Grant, are you sure you just boo or you boo thing? Don't sell yourself short, buddy.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry I didn't talk too much. I was in full socialization mode.
He was being a beautiful social butterfly. He was a caterpillar all day.
There
He
was-
blossomed while he was at.
There was so many people
Tap
there.
house.
Yeah.
And Tyler was enjoying himself.
Oh, I just got a little bit on my lip on accident, just trying to smell it. So I don't think it's gonna be a
Jammy.
map here. One thing you gotta give Freem, better, worse, or other. Their label is very consistent. It's never different or exciting.
It's traditional sour. A little funk, not overly funked. More of that true, Britannomyces almost, just tartness. While a nice jammy flavor.
Yeah,
The
great jammy
berries
flavor.
come through fantastic. The wine, it has that dryness of
Did
wine.
you get the wine barrel?
Yeah, you get a little bit of that wine finish, that nice tanniny dryness. Matt's struggling. I wish you could have seen his face, by the way. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. It was fantastic. That's a camera we need. Matt reaction cam.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna just tear down the entire
Almost worth
foundation we have of this
Eh,
off-screen persona.
It's been 3 years, dude. They know who you are by now.
I like my anonymity. I can still be in public and people won't flock to me.
Anonymity. Anonymity.
This is.
This is everything I want to sound.
Yeah, it is. It is a sour. It is funky. It is.
But the funk's not overwhelming. It still
No.
allows those flavors to just.
Yeah, they do. The first thing I thought, this is jammy. This is. And then I took a little bit of a bigger sip, and I got
my
that
God.
wine.
This is so much fun.
He was complaining he didn't want to see this good-looking mug earlier, wasn't he?
Wait, somebody say good looking? I
No,
missed
we
that
didn't say
part.
that.
That's what I heard. I'm pretty sure you said that.
Ooh, I'll have to show you the tattoo later.
Yeah.
She had it because it's Grace, and I'm convinced this project's never going to be done. So, my
She had a
tattoo
penis
that I've been
too?
working on, not yet. My best friend told her he'd pay her double if she did.
Keep working on it.
But Grace has been working on this piece, and she wants to use it as one of her main portfolio pieces for her new portfolio she's put together. And so she keeps
It's gonna be perfect.
she keeps adding stuff and adding different pieces like that she wants to highlight. Like there's a section that has a style color that she just recently started doing, so she really wants and like so there's all sorts of different pieces. It just keeps growing. So from day one to now, it's now at about double the size it used to be.
Good for you.
I wish it was that.
3 inches.
Yeah.
I made it to 3.5, baby. But it's every day I'm just like, so are we actually gonna finish it this time? She's like, yeah, we'll finish it today. We'll do like a touch-up session. But like, I'm like, oh, okay.
Didn't finish it.
Didn't even come close. The part that was there and like outlined but not colored in from last session, we didn't even touch because she just added new shit.
So wait, did I hear this cover? Tyler grew double in size
And made it to 3.5.
He didn't finish, both in the same day.
It sucks.
Yeah, that's never a problem.
Lucky bastard.
God, this is good. Like, I'm sipping this. I'm trying to take my time. I love that wine barrel. It mixes so well with the sour. Sometimes bourbon barrel aged sours mute the flavors. Because that barrel, bourbon barrel aged is such a harsh flavor for something like a light sour.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot of times those bourbon barrel aged ones can really like mute some of those jammy flavors. The wine elevates it. Because that's what wine is anyways. And it just...
And I think with these white wine notes provides a little bit of a maybe not a
grapey almost.
I was thinking more pear.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I just like the dry wine barrel tanniny finish, and it's very pleasant. There's a reason Matt hasn't spoke about this beer yet.
Yeah, we know this is not a Matt beer.
Which sucks for the score, but
I mean, I was, figured I'd wait my turn. It's well executed, and the flavors do pair well together. But I don't like that traditional funk, which this is. And with that pairing of flavors and the wine barrel accentuating that, leaning into it, it's just not my flavor profile. But it is well done, and everything is there. So I can't knock it from that standpoint. It's just personal preference kind of thing. I just not the guy.
it's pretty cool label actually.
No, and Matt, I get that. And when I chose this beer, I'm like, Matt's not going to like it. But it's also sat over there, and I've got a couple bottles, and I've really wanted to try this for a while. And tonight, I figured it was...
Sorry, guys. I have some straight up ADD today.
yeah.
What, are you just staring at the mushroom dick?
No, I'm trying to figure out. We don't have a single River North label on our teaser.
Okay.
That
Whoa.
seems weird to me.
We're already big enough fanboys. We don't want to just put it out there.
Oh, I want to put it out there. But
3 inches now.
it just confuses me.
Double inside.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this. This is my dick. Boop.
Your dick has a finger?
No, that is the dick.
Oh.
All right. Anyway,
What's so bad about this is like a couple weeks ago, he did that as a joke.
I did.
I remember this.
He didn't.
Nope.
I, might have,
High
but
five. What's the score from you, Johnny boy?
It's not my favorite from them, but it's still a solid 4.25. I really enjoyed it.
This might be one of my top 3 from them, and that's saying something considering I'm in love with their sour program. I got to give it a 5.
Yeah.
Like, I would not only seek this out, like, if somebody were to ask me, hey, what's one of your favorite traditional sours? This is easily going to be one of my first things I think of.
Yeah.
There might be a couple others that compete, but, like, Ale Songs had a couple that we really liked, but this one is just...
Even from them, La Pina was so good that
I
I
agree.
went and bought more, and
But this one I think is the one.
this one's great.
I think that's the one for me. So you said 4.25, right?
I did.
Matt, what are you giving it? A 1.
No, I can still appreciate the craftsmanship behind it. But I would have to caveat that just that little bit, I can already either feel the digestion gurgling or heartburn coming on.
Oh, it's digesting, gurgling.
I'm pretty sure it's the latter. It's more the heartburn. I'm pretty sure that would be inducing if you had like a full glass of that in my situation. But I'll try to mix the two and give it like a 3.5.
Oh!
You
Try to-
did.
Oh!
You got it.
Called it!
That
We
was
were,
a
over,
fourth quarter.
we were over here trying to figure out what your score would be.
Yeah, I mean, I try to remove myself at some point or some level on that, but I mean, yeah, I also got to like factor in a little bit. Russ says, "Wait, grew 3 times and didn't finish? Sounds like a fucked up Dr. Seuss story."
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh.
At least the Grinch got to finish. His mission, John, to save Christmas for all the Who's in Whoville. Where are you going?
I'm not. Well, Martha.
Martha.
All right. Read and open, please.
Oh, God. From Turning Point Beer. This is the true American style corn lager. Evidently, it's a play on something from The New Girl, which I never watched the show, but it has a diagram for how to play True American. It has the rules for how to play True American. It is from Turning Point. I said that. Unfortunately, it's still from Texas too, so not looking forward to that. But it is basically it's a corn lager.
Sorry, one of my players was asking me something. They need to talk, so I'm going to call them after during our break.
Now Russ is reciting passages from your fucked up Dr. Seuss story. His member grew and grew. In fact, it grew 3 times that day.
I fucking love Russell.
And you did wear a Christmas or a Santa costume not too long ago too, so that checks out.
It's not a costume. That's what I do in December. That's my job. I deliver toys. I am Santa Claus.
You too grumpy to be Santa. You smell like beef and cheese.
Have you not seen Silent Night?
I've seen Violent Night.
Whatever the one. The new one. Is that what it was?
With David Harbour? Yes.
Yeah.
Russell, let's write that book.
He was a
That
pretty
sounds
grumpy
amazing.
Santa Claus. Just saying.
That's how you play the game. Right
I
there.
know, I saw it.
That's how you play.
I know, I saw it.
I guess I've never seen it.
It's a great show.
But sadly, his mission was not complete, for he could not finish, I must say. He's working on it, John.
He darted in, he darted out. He was in and out again.
That wasn't as good as Russell's.
I know.
So you said you did watch the show?
New Girl? Fuck yeah. It's
And-
hilarious.
So you're aware of the True American game.
Fuck yeah. Played it with my friends before.
I'm not.
Yeah, I would have had no idea if you hadn't told me that's
I
what it
thought
was
the
referencing.
label was cool.
Let me put it this way.
Yeah, I thought it was just like a
It
whole bunch
was
of cool
named-
pillows on there, like it's
Well, yeah,
pillow
because you
fight or
jump from
something.
pillows to furniture and all sorts of shit. Like I said, it's mix of Floor is Lava with a drinking game where you also get a quote like dead presidents. Like there's points where you have to like throw out like a random quote from a dead president, like you have nothing to fear but fear itself, all sorts of shit. Whole lot of fun.
I'd be out after Speak Softly and Carry a Big Stick. Like that'd be a tough one.
Winston Churchill.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I was like, Tyler wouldn't make it to the first round. I get first. Yes.
It was one of those where I was just like throwing something out. Like, ask not what your country can do for you, but for what you can do for your country. Shit like
I'm
that.
a jelly donut.
I like Diet Coke and McDonald's. Oh, wait, he's not a dead president yet. Order 4 more Diet Cokes and cheeseburgers. All right. Famous presidential quotes. Kanye is my best friend.
Ooh, strategery.
Oh, we're awful. So,
Call me W.
I like this. Easy drinking, crisp.
It's sweet.
It is. There's a nice sweetness
corn.
to it. Not overly bready, though. It's definitely more of that sweet corn style, which, I mean, it's corn lager, but you don't get that as much. It's a different kind of sweet. I'm enjoying it. I could see why some people wouldn't, but I'm enjoying it.
I was a little apprehensive because of like moonshine corn
Because it's
whiskey.
from Texas.
Well, aside from that, I just heard like the corn
Maybe
part.
the
I'm like,
best beer
oh,
from
this
Texas.
this could go pretty bad pretty quick. Because like straight moonshine, like not the white lightning like that.
Yeah.
The white dog, like
Yeah.
that tastes like corn and ass. Like that's just terrible. And
It's
I was
also
like,
like 163 proof.
well, I mean, do you want real moonshine? Or do you want that fake shit off the shelf, John?
We're talking about a 4.6% lager.
I know, but I just heard the corn, and that's the first place my mind went. Corn and alcohol
See,
is
I would
like,
have thought Jack Daniels. That would have been the first thing that.
yeah, I was just like apprehensive, like maybe it's gonna be that nasty corn, true, homemade moonshine shit, and thankfully it's not that. It's more like I said, that sweeter
I mean,
corn
So
moonshine
shit.
you
should
didn't
be
think of a
homemade.
cream ale, which is made with corn?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
Was ours?
Yeah.
Oh, I just figured we cut a corner there and called it a cream ale.
That's not fair.
Corn's probably cheaper than something else. I'm shocked we didn't make everything out of corn.
Yeah.
We didn't grind up corn, did we?
Not our cream ale.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, actually, we did forget. No, were we doing a blonde or a cream ale?
It was supposed to be a cream ale. There was no corn in that.
yeah, it's because I fought like hell to get red food dye in it and called it Barks Red Cream Ale, and you guys weren't having it.
That's right. That's right.
I was all for
It's
it.
a great idea.
I just wasn't there when you were having the argument.
I had it all day.
I was drinking. I like it.
I like it too.
I wish it was a little bubblier.
Yeah, it can be.
Give me a little more carb.
That would help a little, yeah.
Give me a little more carb. I think it'll cut the sweetness just a little bit. Make it a pleasant drinking beer.
I kind of like the sweetness. That's what makes it stand out a little bit, like as opposed to just your regular.
Oh, I'm
lager.
not saying get rid of the sweetness. I'd like a little more bubbly. Add to the drinkability a little bit.
There's a tad bit lingering bitterness, which is actually refreshing because it needs it.
Yeah, I'm not noticing that.
Yeah.
I will take your word for it. I told you, I'm straight up ADD right now. We'll be lucky if I even remember what the fuck I'm drinking half the time.
That's fair.
I was gonna say make it through the show.
No, I'll make it through the show. Well, assuming my chair doesn't fall. Chair falls, I'm fucking walking out. I'm just leaving. Just so you know.
More beer for us, John.
All right.
Stephen Powell, are you watching on YouTube or Facebook? And also, he is drinking some fire beer. Trappist, a Trappist, and, well, a triple.
Is it 3 Trappist?
A Trappist double, a Trappist triple, a Zat triple, and a Trappist triple. Jesus.
Good job, Steve.
Drinking all that Belgian beer.
Good job, Stevie P.
Stevie P.
Facebook. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why you need to keep reloading Facebook.
Is it? Oh, okay. Facebook comments were working just a little bit ago, so I figured just everyone's talking on YouTube right now.
No, it's evidently...
Sorry.
No, it's evidently our Facebook's being a pain. He keeps having to reload it, so...
Oh, he does not. Well.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought like comments weren't showing up on me. Like, sorry.
I don't know. Steve, comment on Facebook. Let's see if it comes through.
Also, I hear I'm supposed to meet you because you're cool as shit.
Steve
So,
is cool as shit.
one of these days. I'm sure it'll happen since
If he
you live...
tries to give you Jaeger, maybe say no.
Well, I say no to Jaeger, period.
Is he who bequeathed you the finisher, John?
Yes, yeah.
But, alright, so this beer, plus for the artwork and the rules of True American, that's awesome.
Steve says he's overrated. Psh, bullshit.
I'm
See what you're drinking tonight?
And this is the first beer I think we've had in 3 years that actually has a drinking game on the can.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I-
With the rules.
Statistically
Yeah.
speaking, that should have happened by now if it was going to.
I'm keeping that label.
Do it. I'll explain it easily.
Yeah, when you have people over at your house, be like, we're playing this. What are
Just
the
hold
rules?
up the can.
Right there.
Not even take the
You
label
might want
off.
to blow it up a little bit.
No, just hand the can out. Read the rules. Go.
Read the rules.
All right. My score for this, it's not an elite lager, but it's still very pleasant, easy to drink, a little bit different. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Mr. Matt.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm used to going last. If I get asked.
If you get to go.
Yeah, I know, right?
I remembered half the time last week.
3.5. I hate to agree with you. It's just different and interesting, and it kind of stands out as a lager.
I think that's the exact score it needs to be on a 3.5 too.
Oh, way to ride the average, John.
Shocker, Matt's an average.
John was this time.
No, you also picked the average. I'm just saying. I love how he doesn't go last, and I'm still making fun of him for picking the
yeah.
average.
Stick with it's hard being right, man. Last week I was barely on the average.
I know, thank God. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. That was a pleasant lager. Finally, Texas, you made a decent beer.
Best beer in Texas I've ever had.
What brewery is that? Write them down. That way we know.
No, take it back. I like pickle beer.
Well, besides the pickle beer.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That's
Turning Point.
Turning Point. Anyone that goes to Texas and feels like
I might order another Turning Point beer just to see what happens.
It's a turning point in Texas beer history.
It's
No.
a turning point in our
Not
Texas
yet.
beer drinking history.
Not yet.
We need proof.
It has to have a follow-up that's also positive. Otherwise...
It's not 903, so that's a good start.
We would buy another one. That's a start.
Yeah.
We're not going to seek out another one of those.
Well, we buy more Martin House, though. It's a dice roll every time.
It is. Except pickle beer. It's always good.
If you like it.
And I do.
Yeah, and we do.
This is we you speak of.
Another lager.
This is yours. I was like, which one's yours again? Again, you picked the beers today.
I know. I'm excited.
Product of the USA, by the way. Czech lager. Czech style lager. I love how they named it Czech lager and then put underneath Czech
From the
style
US.
lager.
Czech style.
And then at the top was like, oh yeah, but we're from the US, just in case you were wondering.
That is almost confusing.
Charlestown Fermentory. We've had a few from them now.
Yeah.
That's a 5% ABV from Charlestown.
I must have been on Tavor a couple times recently because
Probably like back-to-back times.
Yeah.
You can always tell when Tavor pushes a little bit more on a brewery because it's like, oh shit, we've had a bunch of those. I only remember their name because of the fermentory.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not many fermentories we've had.
No.
Yeah.
It's one of those where it's like, oh, yeah. Got a nice head on yours.
Oh yeah. Still didn't finish though.
A little sweeter than some Czechs. But I like that astringent start especially. It gives you like a nice, like...
How's that mouthfeel?
Hold on. I'm going to get it. It's a nice drying mouthfeel a little bit without
It's still
being...
a bit pillowy.
Without being like puckering dry.
Mm-hmm.
It starts off a little pillowy, kind of dries you out a little bit at the end, makes you want another sip. But it doesn't make you want another sip with the like, God damn it. Like, because we've had those beers that straight up dry you out to the point where it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, if I had a cracker right now, I'd die. Like, this is not that.
Look, funny, goddamn saltine in this house. Fucking Kylie.
She likes saltines. They're my favorite snack.
She'll eat. Yeah.
Sore subject. John can't talk about it yet.
I love how finding a saltine in this house is the sore spot.
Imagine how I feel
I like
it's chili
saltines
time,
and peanut butter periodically.
Saltines with cheese, saltines with peanut
And then
butter.
I go to
saltines-
get it, and it's not there.
I like saltines in general.
Saltines with cheese whiz.
Saltines with cheese with saltines with butter.
Butter
Just throw a little
with
butter
honey,
on it. Yep. Saltines
strawberry
just work.
preserves.
Because there's not a lot to it. It's just salt and cracker.
Yeah.
You know, Ritz is too sweet, so there's certain things that you put with a Ritz, and it's like, fuck, that doesn't work. It's too sweet.
Yep.
Saltines is like, whatever you add to it, there's your flavor.
That's it right there.
With just a little bit of salt.
And crunch.
Yeah, the crunch is the
Not a
important
flavor, just a
part. It's important, though.
more of a
It
note.
is.
Because otherwise you just
Texture.
eat the cheese or pour the honey in your mouth. You got to have that texture, which I
can't-
have done that. I like
Yeah, I
this.
can't say I haven't done those things.
Honey's just one of those things, especially, where it's just like,
Especially in your bachelor pad, and the only things you have is cheese and pasta and jelly, so you can't really put those together very well.
he takes cheese, put a dollop of jelly in it, rolls it up.
You could make that work.
You guys were supposed to, you never did.
He's got a point.
What do you? All right, I'm coming over.
Oh my god, a food challenge where you and I have to, we each cook our own meal based on the shit. And
The only
Instead of Iron Chef, we just like
caveat.
broke chef. What have we got in the cabinet today? Well, we've got a half a box of spaghetti,
we're allowed to bring one ingredient of our own.
a third tube of jelly that's 1 month away from expiration.
And also, like, we need to be able to like buy more of the same ingredient.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's one slice of cheese in
Yeah, like yeah.
But
But
we can buy more of the same,
Mhm.
and we're allowed to bring one of our own ingredient.
let's make this happen.
Tyler bringing creme fraiche.
I think milk's just the easiest thing. You can elevate shit with milk. It's fine. Or heavy cream. One of the two.
Oh god, this is good. We're gonna make. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm in.
I mean, if you bring milk, we could definitely do White Russians at my house, and that's not. I mean, that's boom. Only done.
The meal is a white Russian. Oh my god! John's cooking. You just see me pour a cocktail.
Listen,
I mean, am I not the
A
host
good
and also
meal
the judge? Like,
both.
That would be funny as shit, though. John's like slaving with these like 4 ingredients, trying to figure out how to do this, and you just see me like, do.
Roll it with some
I think
milk
that's
and
part
grab
of
the
it, though.
booze.
I think, yeah, we can make that happen.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Stephen Powell just jumped on, says laughy crying face. I'm not sure exactly when that popped in.
Nice.
What's up, Stevie?
Stevie.
All right. This beer, though, I like the mouthfeel a lot because it does start off a little pillowy. It finishes a little drier. The flavors, there's a nice sweetness to it while still having a little bit of a bitter start. I'm enjoying this beer.
I like it.
Very
when
good
you
big
think
gulp.
with a
Very
Czech
good
lager, it maybe not quite as spicy, grain spicy, but it's I like it. It's tingling, not quite fully tingling my jingles, but
It's a
I
solid.
like where it's at.
Yeah, it's a very solid big gulp too.
Yeah, sad you said that, and I had just a regular gulp.
That goes first.
It's a pleasant, like, you're out and you're like, ooh, I'm ready to have another beer, but I still got a little bit left. That's a nice big gulp to finish a beer on before you grab your next one.
Steven also says your stream just needed 2 beers. It's running fine now.
Sweet.
It just needed. The stream's actually stopped twice still, but now he's deep enough in the beers that he doesn't care.
I mean, you saw what he was drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you saw about like that next day you woke up and you're like, oh man, I need a little something to keep going. Like that was the stream.
No, he was talking about the stream. He said it was locking up earlier.
Oh, gotcha. That's what,
He texted us. And by us, I mean
3
John.
1/4.
Ooh, low score.
That's all right.
John Boy.
I was gonna go 4.
I already wrote down mine as a 4 as well.
Fucking Matt.
It's better than average, but at the same point, like, it doesn't stand out as much to me. Like,
It's funny because I thought it was much better than the True American, even though I like the True
3.75.
American.
I would disagree. I like the other better.
God, he's such a little bitch.
I know.
That's why he's not allowed to count most days. Because we have other shit to do today and couldn't have a guest. All right.
So next week, literally Monday is my birthday.
I know. Are we doing a show? You didn't answer me.
I think I did.
No, you said because I said you could pick a guest if you wanted to, do whatever, and you're like,
Then I
I
didn't
never
answer
got a
that.
response. I didn't get a
I'm still
response.
trying to think of who I'd want to be my guest. Stevie P, are you in town on Monday?
That'd be a fun one.
Yeah. It's my birthday. We're only gonna do an hour show, I think,
Yeah.
because the family want to spend time and
Fuck that.
right. But you know, but we'll do an hour-long show is what I'm thinking. And yeah, we need to. It'd be fun to have a guest. I just don't know who.
3-4 beers, have a good time.
Yeah.
Russell says Budvar, hope I'm saying that right, is the best Czech lager. It's the original diesel.
Ooh.
Oh.
Huh.
I'll be down.
Tyler looks very underwhelmed with that
No, I'm down to clown.
contribution.
No, I'm down to clown.
Where's
I'll fuck around and find
Russell, if you drove over this weekend, you could go to hockey and then be on the show on Monday.
out. Russ ain't driving over this weekend.
You don't know that.
Well, I'm hoping if I say he won't, that he'll be like, I'll show Tyler.
He has no belief in Russell.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I flew to.
He moved close.
I flew all the way across the country.
John flew to see him. He's already closer and he still won't come see us. I mean, what a fucking slacker.
Because to be honest, Tyler said in the text, it's your birthday. You choose what guest, whatever guest you want. You choose. You know what? Even though I already invited Stevie P,
In both
I
of them.
would choose Russell.
Hey, both of them. It's a win-win.
Yeah. Well, Stevie P is probably gonna be in fucking Belgium or South America or some shit.
I mean, he's always doing shit.
Does he get around or what?
He works for United.
Ah.
Yeah.
Probably does get around then.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
Like Ben. Ben gets around. He's a pilot.
Is Kristen watching?
Kirsten.
Kirsten?
No, she ain't watching. And no, but that's another thing. All right. No, Ben would never cheat, but
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he traverses.
no, but John and I were like hinting at that.
Russell says, "Damn it, quit tearing at my heart, boo boo."
Well, no, you quit tearing at my heart.
when I'm with you.
We could do a
When we
live
are
recording
apart,
of
I
Bunker
feel it.
Sports.
Oh, the return of Bunker Sports. That'd be fun.
And Russell, I'm kind of a little let down. You were so close to "you're tearing me apart." You could have really swung for the fences there and gone with the Tommy Wiseau.
I'm just saying, there's been a lot of baseball quotes or baseball jargon from him.
Stevie P, you're typically
What?
around the month of May, so you should join us for a Monday in the month of May.
Tommy Wiseau was not baseball.
No, you said swinging for the fences.
Oh. Damn it.
Fucking baseball.
I know. Especially around Tyler. We gotta start like dialing down the shows a
We need
little
different
bit.
friends.
Fuck.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna start getting abrasive.
Kidding? All we have to do is get a few drinks in you and you get that way.
No, I don't need water.
Getting whiskey drunk it gets real rough. All right. As Matt stops talking.
Yeah.
Heist Brewery out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I wonder if they stole that name.
Oh, well, that just didn't work, huh? There it goes.
Peach.
See, it was so bad that when I pushed the button, it didn't do it the first time. I was just like, nah.
Didn't earn that.
Peach Freeze. It is a 6.2%. See, Windmill, you can put your ABV on shit.
But then you gotta adhere to it. That's the problem.
Berliner Weiss style ale with peaches and lactose-free vanilla ice cream powder.
Ooh, all right.
My bad. I for those of you that are lactose intolerant, you can drink this because it is peaches and lactose-free vanilla ice cream powder.
Okay.
But not peaches and cream.
Shit!
Huh.
Jesus!
That
It's still going!
was... Alright, so you can either buy baking soda and vinegar, or you
Or
can
just
just
one of
do
these.
this. Alright, that's fun.
I
Little
need
side
paper
project.
towel or a towel.
Can't do for you, boo.
Russell says, brew it like you stole it.
Brew it like you stole it.
that might be worth jotting down.
What the fuck?
And Thad is laughing his ass off, crying emoji laughing.
Oh,
You didn't even open it.
I didn't get a chance to.
It's not even open.
I barely cracked it.
Steven says, look at all
Pour.
that not lactose.
Pour. Do the pouring.
I don't know if I want to.
Make sure I get some too, I guess.
I think it's all done now, though, right?
Fucking hell. That thing was... If I'd opened it all the way, that thing would have fucking launched.
You would have beer cockied yourself.
You remind you of anybody?
I should call her. No. Caca!
Tell me you heard that in the movie.
What?
Caca.
Yes. Yes.
Was
Is
it?
Can?
Yeah. No.
Yes, they caca'd in the movie.
I think I missed that.
I'm glad Tyler got this one. Now she would make me prove it again.
No, I remember.
No, I believe you. I
Caca?
just...
Oh, yeah, no, straight up.
Yeah.
It was great. I heard it and I did this. Like, I was working too. I'm sitting there at my computer. I'm sending out an email or something, and I hear it. And I'm like, the fuck?
Caca. A straight caca.
There's... These bubbles look pretty ominous, man.
Was it his?
There's ice cream.
Was it his 60s?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, God. There's still a lot of beer there.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it's definitely not good.
The fuck? I don't understand him sometimes.
No, when you're like, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh.
No,
I was
that's
like,
bad. That's
Bad
gross.
tongue day.
That's gross.
It's not good, but it's not, like, terrible. It's just...
Oh, it's terrible.
For one, there's like no flavor. And what flavor is there is gross. I don't get peaches at all. It's making my tongue go numb.
Yeah, no, it's...
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's making my tongue go numb. Tongue go numb.
Yeah, he can't even talk now. He's on reaction.
God, I wish I had lactose in it.
I wish I had peaches in it.
It's got, like, a really not yet ripe
Maybe
peach smell.
all the peach was what came out.
God.
It ran away from the beer.
You know what? Just fuck the pain away.
Let's do this. By the way, I like that. And millions of peaches were not used in this beer.
Oh, God.
That is gross. Oh. Anybody got a Keystone to wash this down with? Jesus.
Brush my teeth.
That is not good.
Not well. Who was this?
Some heist brewing, remember?
Hi-
Because
oh,
they
yeah.
stole the name.
Yeah. Yeah. And is this a first?
Is it bad
impression
enough to
them,
eat
or-
one of those death pickles?
Oh, God.
Did Snow ever test one of those?
No. On Smo's professional judgment, he believes they're probably okay, but he would never try one.
Well, in Smo's the stuff Smo has to test with, a lot of the bacteria that grows on that would not register because it's
Yeah,
not what
that's
they
right.
look for in beer.
Yeah.
So he said the stuff that might kill you that would be on it, he didn't even test for because that's not something that he would have to worry about in beer.
Fair enough.
But he said the liquor should have made it where it's safe. He just would not try it because if it's not,
Yeah.
have fun the next day. That's pretty much what he said.
So it depends on how much I hate myself each day.
Have another one of those, you'll probably really hate yourself.
So it's more of a Friday night experiment, you're saying?
Not for me. For me, it'd be more of a Sunday night experiment or a Saturday night after work
God, that wasn't even good.
because I don't work Sunday Mondays.
All right, I go first on this beer. It fucking sucked.
Yeah,
It's gross, metallic, just
exploded.
explode. Yeah. I can't give it any better than a 0.25.
Yeah, I already wrote that down for you.
Yeah.
Matt, what about you? Because mine's the same.
Ugh.
0.5? I haven't had the worst beer I've ever had yet, so I gotta save that.
Yeah, you have. Pride.
There's still plenty more time to have a worse one.
Listen, there's degrees here.
Remember, the second Pride we had was much better than the first one, and it still
still
was a
got a
0.25. Because we can't give them zeros.
Oh.
Because they won't register on Untapped if we give them zeros.
Oh.
So it's a 0.25 average.
Yeah.
That is
As wrong as Matt is.
so bad. I am not a happy man right now.
No.
I'm
You're
really.
going to break on that.
I'm glad that but we have meads and stouts coming up.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be fine. Except for, I think we'll be fine.
I think it'll be fine.
So that one was a
Fuck it out the window, son.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I slammed it because I'm not leaving a man standing. But
no. Oh.
wow. All right. So anyway, that is a rough one to end the first part of the show. But we're going to go into break now. Thanks to all our sponsors on the right side. Water Performance Technologies LLC. Do you still have Ugly Pete's Barbecue on there?
No, but I
Not
need to
yet.
get...
Yeah. I don't think he's technically fully released it, but he did show a picture of it the other
He
day.
did.
But Big Pete's Seasoning is one of our new sponsors that'll be popped up on there. I can't wait till that website launches and see how many he sells because, damn.
Yep.
And I'm excited to try a few of them.
Yeah, I am.
Their taco seasoning was fantastic.
Great.
I'm really excited to do the porkin'.
Porkin'.
And I said do the porkin' on purpose because that's just fun. But I'm really excited to try that. Anytime you get a good rub for pork and chicken, that's a good thing to use. So,
Hey, yeah, you're gonna rub that butt. You need some porkin'.
dude, always.
Yeah.
But
Pork in
yes,
that butt.
Good pork in that butt.
all around it. So we'll be in it. You know, sometimes you got to just stuff that butt. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe inject it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely gonna marinate it.
All right, guys.
Are you just gonna let it soak after that?
Just soak in its own filth.
We need to go break.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
Mud Hog B&Q.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, the actually kind of handsome tonight.
Off screen Matt.
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and nothing hides. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys.
That would have been the one thing.
Two bearded guys.
All right, so hot mic. Anyway,
Speaking of, so before we left, I must have missed this or it happened while we're shifting out. Rob says, rub, stuff, marinate. Yes!
I love it.
Write it down.
Why?
T-shirt. Rub stuff, marinate.
Actually, that does work. Rub stuff.
Definitely works for the Brownhog at least.
Or both. Do a crossover collab, sure.
With
That'd be kinda
ourselves?
fun. No. Well, yeah, Two Bearded Guys, Mudhog, and then
Yeah.
Big Pete Seasonings.
It's going to be released at the Noblesville Barbecue.
That would be a fun collab shirt.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one. All right.
Rub stuff, marinate.
Damn it. That'd be fun. Now we'll have to do it. At first I wasn't that on board. Now I am. All right.
Rob, still in that one.
That and, anytime promoting Mudhog just pisses me off. So,
Yep. I get it.
Can I have my logo on our No. John's like, fine, I'll just make my own.
Yeah. Goddamn banner.
That was one of the funniest things ever, though. John's like, hey, can I put it, how about I put it, no, it wasn't can I was, how about I put it as, a sponsored spot? I'm like, well, no. Oh, okay. I'm such a dick. It's fine.
Crushing your dreams, huh, bud?
Yeah, it's all right. Everyone else does.
I don't want to steal the show from his amazingness, so I have him do that on his own. No.
I crush my own dreams. That's all I heard.
That's not what I'm saying. But
That's all I heard.
Kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah.
I was saying
Yeah.
his food is so amazing that I want him to stand alone on it because otherwise, this face steals the show.
I don't think anyone's worried about that. I'm not.
You should be. Anyway, back to the beers. Or in this case,
The mead.
Was it Matthew McConaughey that was in Eastbound and Down talking about dreams?
dude, we need to order.
Was McConaughey in Eastbound and Down?
No.
I don't think he was.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Matthew My God I'm Gay is not on Eastbound and Down.
He was talking about sucking his dreams dick and shit. Like,
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I honestly didn't watch much of that. So
I did.
oh, dude, this show is hilarious.
All right, so Bee Nectars, Sunrise Bay, mead with pineapple.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
That actually does kind of sound fancy for pineapple. When life feels like you've taken a trip up Schitt's Creek and seemingly everyone is acting like a disgruntled pelican, one
this
might
now.
kill for a good coma. But no! Try a little Sunrise Bay. It's
I
light,
might take the coma.
it's easy, and as fabulous as knowing how to work a room of fragile egos. Now let's raise a glass, or can, and cheers to your possible beauty. Don't forget to tweet us on Facebook. Huh? It does say that. Okay. I thought I read that wrong. It literally says, don't forget to tweet us on Facebook.
I like that.
Best wishes and warmest regards.
That's,
It just caught me off guard. I read it.
I'm going to book him on Twitter.
I read it and literally was like, that can't be right. Well, for once I didn't fuck it up.
that definitely sounds like it's got to be some kind of like
Tongue in
shit.
cheek.
Well, no, I think it's when you're up Schitt's Creek, SCHITTS, shits.
I think it is. Nope. SHITS.
Oh, well, I wonder if it's about the show Schitt's Creek, because that sounds like something that would be on there. Which, you got Eugene Levy and his son, and
I've not seen much of that.
I heard it's hilarious. I haven't seen it. It
I've seen
looks
one or
hysterical.
two episodes, but
But they're like a really rich family that then
yeah.
becomes poor, so they go back to a town that they bought that was called Schitt's Creek. I'm guessing this is probably some kind of nod to
This
that.
is the thinnest looking mead I've ever seen.
It looks something like a cider.
Well, and that's what I've noticed from Bee Nectar. Their meads tend to be
Cidery.
very cider-esque.
What's the ABV?
I don't know.
They're more of a cidery than a meadery, though. I
It's
suppose.
gluten-free, 4% ABV.
So we can have as much as we want if it's
So it's
gluten
a
free.
cider.
It's a cider. They call it a mead, but it's a cider.
I don't know, boys. Get those meaty undertones there. The rich, complex flavors of
Is he over there attempting to sound like he's smart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's failing.
attempting to sound facetious.
I don't like the nose.
There's no nose. I didn't get any nose.
I do.
No,
not pleasant.
it doesn't smell quite like pineapple. It smells like more like melon, like the green
It
melon.
is thin.
Yeah.
Honeydew, is that the green melon?
It's one of them, yeah.
It's also an off flavor.
I don't get that taste-wise, but
Yeah.
I'm...
Underwhelmed.
For not having any bubbles to look at it, it's kind of bubbly on the tongue.
I actually do agree with that.
Which shocked me. There is a little pineapple flavor, a little sweetness, like a little honey sweetness, but it's very thin. It's very weak in flavor. It's not. I mean, it's not all like it's not like fuck this. We definitely
It's not what we just fucking had.
no, but it's just and it's crushable. The thin bubbliness definitely makes it crushable.
And Steven's continuing the theme of the day, saying no head though.
No. Well, it's a mead or a cider that there's never going to be a head on it. A big gulp did help with flavor. There was a definite heavier flavor. Almost get a little vanilla out of it in the big gulp.
I did get some like vanilla, like kind of consistently on just a regular sip. I don't know if that was intentional or supposed to really
Big
go or
gulp
not.
helps.
It gives you the flavor that you expect in it a little more.
But if I have to drink
If I have to
half the
slam
fucking
half a can,
can.
if I have to slam a quarter of a can just to get flavor, we have issues. Now it is 4%, so I guess that works.
Yeah.
Is it worth? Is the juice worth the squeeze at that point?
I mean, for me, no, because bee nectar is never cheap.
No, how much does that one cost?
Doesn't say, actually. Has a sticker, but doesn't say.
Not.
Did I
worth
buy this? This feels like a purchase from
it. Yeah. Looks like a.
Total Wine.
Yeah.
Yep, it is. I remember. I don't remember what it cost, but I remember buying it. I saw the word mead with pineapple and bought it.
You go first on this one, buddy.
Shocker. Tyler sold
You
mead.
bought a mead.
Speaking of meads.
We need to play
We need
some
to order a
Superstition.
new order from Superstition. If you guys don't realize, some of the best meads I've ever had in this country are from Superstition Meadery out in Arizona. And the best part about them being a meadery, they can legally ship.
Yes.
They kind of fall under the same rules as wine. So you can order and they will ship.
That's a fun little dance around this.
Now, some breweries also are starting to not give a fuck, and they're starting to ship to certain states, and they're starting to do all sorts of stuff. They're finding states that have the laxest laws,
Yeah.
and they're starting to ship to them. What's really fun is, for instance, I think it's Hop and Frog. It's a place that's relatively close to us. Doesn't ship to Indiana, but it'll ship to like the state of Washington, because Washington has one of the more laxer laws. It's entertaining how that's going on. But mead falls under the same category as wine when it comes to shipping, so Superstition's like. But check them out because seriously, they have really expensive meads. Don't get me wrong, but they also have
stupid expensive.
they also have stupidly good, flavorful meads at like $20 to $25 a bottle, and they're bomber bottles. So do it.
I'm gonna go look. Oh, do you know they carry that Total Wine?
Superstition, yeah, but not great stuff usually.
I mean, Marion.
That it hasn't been there. I've seen it online, but it hadn't been
Gotcha.
there.
Okay.
But yes, they do, but it hasn't been at the one here or Nora lately. So, anyway, so Sunrise Bay, my score, it's okay. I'd say it's below average. I think the flavor's not there all the way without having a big gulp. I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Ooh. I was gonna go slightly lower. I'm not gonna kill it, but I was gonna go 2. And I'm gonna skip Matt.
Matt, what was your score?
So 2 and above is okay. 1's the still you drink, or the 1 to 2's you drink it, but
It's you purchase it, a friend gave it to you, you'd still drink it. You don't like it, but you'll drink it.
For $9 fucking bucks?
Do it.
I think I'm going to have to be the mean guy here and
I'll
go
split whatever we buy.
1.5.
That's 10%.
Yeah, order it. Get one of those aphrodisias if they're still decently priced while you're at it.
$39.
I'll split it with you if you want to do it. If you don't want to, that's fine. What'd you say? Sorry.
1.5.
We were ordering meads. This shitty mead made us want
Tyler
real
said he
mead.
was going ADD. He went ADD. You know,
Dude,
just
I've warned you
calling
guys
shots.
multiple times.
Yep.
He, much like Bambino, he pointed to the outfield and
It's
he.
another baseball reference.
I had to
I'm
do that
just
one.
saying he's on a roll.
So, talk about Superstition Meadery. I have
What's the
everything
flavors
from
on that
a $9 bottle of sparkling apple mead made with Concord grapes
Oh, that sounds fun.
to a $100 bottle of the Indo Velicus, which is raspberry, and a port beer. It's $100. It's $100.
That's $100, John.
That's a mead and tequila barrels.
A Tranquila? Doesn't give me any details about it.
What's the picture say?
All right, Randy, you guys back in.
Oh,
we got a
sorry.
show to do. You can fuck around on Superstition after we get done.
John and I got into meads. You guys might not hear from us the rest of the day.
Mead with cacao and vanilla.
The Tranquilla is?
With
Cacao! Close. All right. That was a
So what was
2.5 to 1.5.
So it's 2.
Yeah, it's a 2 average. It's easy enough. I wrote down Matt's on accident as the average, and I'm like, that's not right.
or is
Yeah,
it?
we got distracted.
I guess I just assumed Matt's was going to be the average. All right. So our
Why
next...
would you do that?
I don't know. So our next beer
It's hard being right, boys.
is from the lovely Stephanie Couch. Without her letting us do this every week in her basement, we wouldn't have a show. So thank you to our sponsor, Stephanie Couch.
And when she buys a beer, she's like, "Yeah, I thought you guys might want to try for your show." I'm like, "Oh, it's Guinness." Okay.
But it's a cold brew coffee, nitro cold brew coffee.
And you know, Guinness has its place in beerdom, man. It's earned
It
it.
does. And you know what? We just had St. Patrick's Day. Like, I let this one go. It's fine.
And when we had True Guinness, we had a discovery here that it's what it's supposed to be. Like, it's...
True Guinness. When do we have True Guinness?
Well,
I
I mean,
have True Guinness.
Well,
I haven't been to Ireland to get True Guinness.
We have regular Guinness.
They sell,
Sorry.
like,
We have an
once a year at Myers.
We have an American brewery now that they built that brews Guinness. It's not the same.
Well, yeah, my bad. True was the wrong choice of words, but...
This is fun.
Standard.
This is fun.
She didn't realize she bought the Nitro Guinness, too, by the way.
I mean, all Guinness is nitro.
I don't know.
Yeah. All Guinness cans come in with a nitro tab.
Now?
Yeah, they always have.
Used
They
to.
have for years now.
Really?
Yeah, because that's how Guinness is supposed to be poured. So they all come with nitro tabs now. Yeah. It's fun.
And then somehow she opened it slow enough that it didn't pop the Nitro.
Yeah, you got to crack it.
I know. Yeah,
That's funny.
She fucked it up.
She fucked it up.
Now, if you use a Kraken on that, will that work it? If you crack a Kraken?
I think so.
That sounds miserable.
But you know you want to.
Do you have another one of these?
That's an experiment to just...
And I got a regular Guinness on Nitro.
Yeah, we can just see if it crackens.
Yeah.
See if it cracks the nitro.
You have to.
I want to do
You
it.
got to now.
Did you bring yours? I never found. I'll never look for mine.
Mine's out in the car. I'll go get it. We'll do it after the show. We'll do a special Instagram live for it. And since it's nitro, I have no idea how that Kraken's gonna like.
Yeah, let's go.
It might end up like launching out the
That'd
fucking.
be amazing.
Because all right, so with the nitro that's in the cans,
Yeah.
I know they used to do a little widget ball. Are they not doing that now? Is it
That's
something
what's
different?
still in it.
Still
Yeah.
is there,
Okay, so it's just when it oxygenates. Is that what pops it, or like it's got to be a forceful?
I think it's supposed to
Crack?
be the like.
The sudden release of pressure
Yeah.
also pops that.
Is what's,
Oh well, the Kraken might
But
be able to do that.
But if you slowly open it like she did, it doesn't get that sudden release.
because it leaks out instead of. Well, she probably
The
felt how
release is
firm.
very
My
important.
guess is she felt the firmness of the can.
No, she was trying to. No, I appreciate you trying to give her
Well,
credit.
because you can feel it. Like I was trying.
yeah, no, it's fine.
So I will say before we open this, real quick.
She's
When-
opening it slowly so you could hear the nitro crack.
Oh, that's funny. When you open a nitro and pour a nitro, you should crack it and just dump. Because that's technically how you're supposed to do it. That way you get the cascade effect, especially for Guinness. That's the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Now, since we're pouring this into 3 glasses,
Start with that pint.
we will, but it's still not going to be like perfect. I just want to throw that out there. But,
See, he got the release.
Yeah, he did.
He might not have finished today, but he got a release.
There's that cascade. You can see it.
whoop, missed on that one.
He's sloppy.
Oh, that was your stick.
It is. He tries to take everything of mine.
Oh, because it was a pint glass and I wanted to see more of this fucking cascade. I was like, how did Matt get so much more than I did? Oh, wait. Because that's what I wanted.
It's okay. I feel like
It's
I'm the one who
pretty.
probably enjoyed it the most, anyways.
It's pretty.
And nitro does produce a nice head.
It does.
If I'm gonna go with the head, I want nitro.
And
All right.
Stevens, makes a good point. Nothing wrong with the firmness of a good can.
See, I told you he's a smart man.
That's a beautiful head. good coffee smell.
Oh, yeah, that's
that
fun.
gives you a nice espresso nose.
Dude, this would be a coffee that
I
would
wouldn't
blend
get to
well
try
with
this.
That gives you a good espresso nose.
Or sorry, this would be a beer that would lean well into a coffee adjunct. Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
I almost picked this legitimately out of curiosity and B just for a shock factor for you guys and fucking with you, but
That coffee's
I was
well
very
done.
excited for this.
That coffee's well done.
I sampled this the other day, so I know kind of what's coming. I figured Tyler would be taken by surprise.
That coffee's well done.
Yeah.
He is. Look at
Yeah,
that.
he is. He's like, I didn't want to like that.
Like a little
I
8-year-old
had
Tyler
no
on Christmas.
I had no plans on liking this beer.
The coffee is very roasty. It's a little bit more roasty than I like my coffee, but
It's espresso.
yeah, I mean it is 100% what it should be.
Well, it's cold brew. Cold brew and espresso tend to have similar styles when it comes to that roastiness. That is pleasant. Yeah, you can come on, sweetheart. You're good.
That's got a little different flavor than I was expecting for Guinness and coffee, though. I can't
Where'd
put
you
my
go?
finger on it.
How'd basketball go?
It was good.
Good. You didn't suck?
No, I
Good
actually
girl.
didn't.
This was the
I made
training.
a 3.
Wait, hold on. You made a shot. Well, A, you made a shot. And B, it was from distance?
20.
My girl!
But it's not my first time ever making a 3. I've made it.
I'm a little shocked on that
I've
because
made
you don't
it-
make shots. You play defense, you steal the shit out of the ball, and you rebound.
And you foul.
Oh, you fouled the hell out
That's
of it.
my favorite.
Sign her
I'm
up for-
aggressive. She's aggressive.
Sign her up for Purdue men's basketball. They could have used more of that.
Yeah.
But
That hurt to say.
I've made one before a game. I've made some this weekend at the park.
Look at this.
And then I made one special.
Proud of you, girl. Good job.
Thank you.
All right.
And I made most of my lips.
Love you.
Interview.
I am.
All right, let's go. We love you, and I love having you show up. But go, get.
Bye.
Good one. Izmir's almost like I know it's the coffee, but it's almost a little spicy. Like,
I get what you're saying.
which is weird because like I'm not very familiar with cold brew or just coffee in general, but it's a little different flavor than I was expecting.
Cold brew is usually robust, bitter. Like
Okay,
it's,
so
It
that's-
is, yeah, and it is all that.
So is this more typical with that then? 'Cause-
Let me put it this way: I drink dark roast coffee, black, and when I make my pots of coffee, there's a lot of coffee, only a little bit of water. Like I want my spoon to basically stand up in this goddamn coffee. When I drink and I drink that black. When I drink cold brew, I add a sugar and a cream.
Yeah.
It's just the way cold brew flavor is. It's really good, but it's definitely robust. It's big, and I think that's what you're getting.
That's what that is. Yeah, this is what this is.
This is unbelievably tasty. I did not expect that at all. I almost hate you a little bit. Now I kind of been looking forward to trying to crack in it.
Now I hope this cheer breaks.
Now I'm actually looking forward to trying to crack in this.
No, I thought you were doing a regular one.
I'm still scared of cracking it. But well, even if it's a regular, I don't care. But I am still scared to do it because I'm not really sure how that nitro and
You'll be
everything's
fine.
going to work out.
You'll be
But
fine.
that is good.
Yeah.
I want one of these for while I work tomorrow night.
Keep you awake. I do wonder the caffeine content in some of these.
Sometimes I think they get pretty high depending on how they're made.
Yeah. I wish it was a little bit more Starbucks jar sugary.
Are you
shit,
talking about the
but-
Frappuccino jars that you get at the gas station?
Yes,
Dude,
It's
when I
all
was a
just
kid,
sugar milk.
Mom would be like, "Do anything at the gas station? Frappuccino! Frappuccino!"
It's just sugar milk.
I
is
don't
all
think
it is.
Mom realized what the fuck she was buying me.
Yeah.
Caffeinated sugar milk.
I'm not even sure there's that much caffeine in those.
Oh, there was a decent, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't drink coffee.
Not
but
like
I'll get
not
those
like
every now
black
and again.
coffee high, but still decent caffeine level.
It's more about the sugar in that one.
Yeah, which isn't any better when you're literally bringing it home for like your middle school age kid, elementary school age kid. Because Mom had no idea. She saw Frappuccino. I was like, I don't know what this is.
This sounds gourmet.
She'd bring them home, and I'd be like, hey, one gulp, gone.
Right? People are like, how do you not?
Yeah,
It's
you-
one sip and it's gone.
You have to like intentionally pace yourself. With
Oh,
those,
if you
'cause
sip
it's not
those,
that big of a
you're a
bottle.
psychopath.
Yeah, agreed.
That's like
Thank you guys.
That's like trying
I
to.
feel vindicated.
That's like trying to sip a PBR hard coffee. You're a
I
psychopath.
can't.
Yeah.
Well, you can't anymore because they can't find them.
I'm still mad about that.
I know. Too
I
soon,
thought
Tyler.
we single-handedly
Too
kept it in
soon.
stock.
That's
So creamy.
So creamy. Mouthfeel.
So as the typical nitro
Bitter.
hater,
Yeah.
And the typical Guinness hater.
that is, John hates them more than I do. But
It is not water.
no,
I mean, it's thin, but
my biggest,
mouthfeel wise, what do you guys say? Like, I mean,
Oh, it's creamy.
still the thin Guinness body.
it didn't feel as thin.
because that roast kind of helps provide a little bit of. It tricks you a little bit.
It gives you enough flavor that it tricks you.
Yeah.
No, the big thing for me on that is with the nitro, and that's what I'm gonna like really hammer down on. Nitro gets so creamy, so ridiculous that it takes away from the flavor a lot of times for me.
Yeah.
It almost mellows it a lot of times.
Yeah.
I think between it being a Guinness and that's just what you expect, but also the way that coffee comes out, it almost feels like a cold brew that you threw some cream in, a little bit of sugar. Like it almost feels like it works. And that nitro, that body ends up working well because of it.
Yeah.
I typically don't like nitro. I honestly can't imagine that beer coming out as good if it wasn't nitro. And that hurts just a little bit to say.
Matt goes first on this.
It's only
one.
the second time he said that.
Tyler's gonna go last. I like
My
that.
favorite nitro beer still ever is that Irish cream ale that we
Irish
had.
cream ale.
Yeah, that
was
turned your
good.
world upside down face.
I will always love that beer.
Matt.
I'm a little torn because I
Shocker.
think it's good. It's well, I actually like Guinness. I think more than either of you.
That doesn't take much, but yeah.
I like Nitro more than both of you, which again doesn't take much. But I actually enjoy both things.
You
about
like
that.
nitro, I don't.
I like coffee stouts. I thought this one's gonna taste different. Like I said, that roastiness that almost gives it a spice to it me is weird. I'm sure if that's the cold brew thing, that's not supposed to be fine, but I don't like that as much. It's different than I thought. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because it's still well done. Just that's a weird flavor to me.
It's done really well. It's just I have a love-hate relationship with coffee because I don't like the super roasting. I don't like the super bitter. I am more Starbucks Frappuccino. But I can appreciate it. But it's a 3.75 for me. Tyler, let's go.
So everything
He's gonna search it out.
He is. He is.
So it's how far above 4 he's going.
Yep.
so everything about this beer,
He's so mad.
everything about this beer makes me not want it. Like if I saw it on the shelf, it's Guinness, it's nitro. Like there is nothing. It's 4%. Like there's nothing about this beer that makes me go, no, yeah, I'm gonna fucking love this.
Yeah.
It's a 4.25. Like this was fucking good. I'm absolutely gonna buy some tomorrow. Like,
Good.
and that annoys the shit out of me.
It is a 3.75.
Like that annoys the absolute shit out of me.
That makes me happy.
That was good.
Tyler drinking Guinness makes me happy.
I just got in an argument with my buddies from back home because they were talking about like actually I'll bring this up to you guys. If you could only drink one alcoholic drink, one drink ever again, like every time that's all you could have. If you wanted alcohol, it had to be that. So a Manhattan or a bourbon neat or a Guinness or something like that. What would it be? 3 different ones of my friends chose fucking Guinness
Really?
as their only alcoholic beverage for the rest of their life.
So you're saying like you couldn't just pick beer or a style of beer? It
No.
had to be a specific beer.
It had to be a
But then you can say like a Manhattan or an old fashioned, which is like there's a lot of variation.
no,
there.
like it'd be like the traditional version. Like just these are the traditional ingredients. Here it goes. Boom.
And so I
So,
don't want
like-
to answer that because that's a pretty easy answer for me. It's vodka tonic.
Yeah, and which I assumed.
Yeah.
I still have not been able to answer that question.
I was gonna say, did you come up with an answer? Like,
No.
because
I typed my 2 favorite barley wines once and then deleted it. I typed out Hop Slam and deleted it. I put in Russian River's Blind Pig.
Blind pig.
I put in Pliny.
Yeah.
I put in River North's fucking Father Time Double Barrel Aged.
Yeah.
Which is actually one of my favorite barley wines. I put in my favorite bourbon neat. I put in some of my favorite cocktails. Then I thought like practical. All right, if I'm gonna have to be stuck drinking
That's
one
what,
of all
like, 'cause
time, Then I started
Vodka
going
tonic,
into
yeah.
like gin and tonics because I'm more of a gin guy.
Tonic, yeah.
I started going into gin and tonics. I started going into tequila, one of the fruitier tequila drinks. I even thought about just daiquiris or margaritas because those are something you can have
Ooh, margarita's a good choice.
anytime, anywhere, always good. And I'm like, by the time I got done, everybody's like, oh, here it is. And I'm like, I'm clearly the alcoholic of the group because I can't come up with a choice.
And I drink more frequently that I don't want the same thing all the time.
Because I love craft beer. But how often when we go out do I get Michelobes and shit like that because I get tired of fucking
What do I
craft
drink
beer?
when we go out?
Vodka
tonics.
I almost put like Michelob. Like, do you have anything? Because I never was able to come up with yours. Was obvious.
And people, type what yours is too.
Yeah.
Yours was obvious.
We want to know.
I knew what yours
Yeah,
would be.
yeah, mine, yeah.
I mean, I would have to go something in the beer world, but then that does become a question of like if it's the only.
Keystones. You're dumb.
Well, no, I want to say that.
It's Stones.
You're Stones.
Well, that's probably where I would fall, but
It was either going to be Stones or like a bourbon neat for him.
Yeah.
But again, if you're doing bourbon neat, then like if I got to pick one brand, Keystone, over all the other beers, I have to pick one.
Yeah, you have to
one
pick
bourbon.
a brand of bourbon, yeah.
Yeah, so
And that's the same with Manhattan or anything like cocktails wise. You have to pick the brand. you have to
Yeah,
pick
I don't know if I can subscribe to that. Like as far as, oh no, if I had to pick a bourbon, it'd be Larceny probably. That's,
Yeah, see,
yeah.
But
But
you know your answer. Don't make this complicated.
I legit can't come up
It's
with
either
one.
Stones or bourbon. And if it's bourbon, it's larceny.
because
Oh my god, that's so accurate.
Yeah.
there's also the question like, all right, so
I just assume he
is it magically available everywhere I go? Because Keystone's
Yeah,
not available.
always available
Yes.
everywhere you go.
Okay, because
Yeah.
like I can get Mocha Ultra a lot more places. I can get Keystone.
No,
it's always
whatever you
available.
pick is always available.
Okay. I'm
Because that is a caveat. I think it was my buddy Braden. You got screwed a little bit. My bad.
No, it's good.
Okay. My buddy Braden, that was a caveat he asked about.
Yeah, because I
He
can
just
shift
goes-
things.
Because one of the bourbons he likes isn't always available everywhere. And he's like,
Right.
is it? And everybody just went, absolutely. Like, whatever you choose magically is available everywhere you go.
I would miss a port, but it's still vodka tonic.
I can't decide. But the way I drink is that way.
Yeah.
Think about it. I have so many different things. We've gone out and I never order the same shit.
Yeah.
And Matt, you're a Keystoner.
I mean, it's probably like if I had to drink it like one thing, Keystone would probably be the win. But I would I would miss the variation.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
which I don't know that I could make that like because I mean
miss the
immediately my head went to like, well, Rhino Suit from Ale Song because that's still one
That
of my
crossed my mind,
favorite
too.
beers of all time.
Yeah.
Which is a great segue into this beer because this used to be at least top 5, if not my favorite
And we've heard
beer.
about this beer how many
He's
fucking
been-
times?
Ever since we started this goddamn
This
show.
is Three Floyds Brewing's Moloko Milk Stout. We have heard about this. I've never had it. We have heard about this an ungodly amount of times. It's coming, which is funny because if I remember right, it's not that high.
It is
ABV,
really funny
is it?
because the
It's
way he
not on the
talks
bottle
about
because I looked
this,
for it, and I'm 90% certain. At least it used to be like 8. So
the way he talks about this, I was expecting some big fucking Russian. It's a milk stout.
It's a milk stout, which he usually bitches about.
I know.
No, I like milk stouts. That's the problem. Is like just having one that's actually well executed is my issue with milk stouts.
I love oatmeal stouts though.
I do like milk stouts.
But like this one
That's
is
why
what.
Scarlet
Sam
Lane and
Smith.
I are so friend. Sam Smith. I haven't had Sam Smith in forever.
So the reason I kept talking about this so long and we never got tried is because they did quit making it like prior, like around the COVID time when we started this shit. They kind of slumped back on a lot of production stuff, and this is one of them that was on the chopping block. It just came back this year. I was so excited that if it was big enough, the table would have raised. You would have noticed, but it's just it was a well executed milk stout. Then I'm curious to excited to try it now, especially after all the other beers that we've had that I had no idea of that existed when I tried this.
I
To
mean,
see where it ranks now.
You're getting that lactose sweetness, and
Not
yet,
overly not over dominant.
no, because there's a nice roast to it.
There is.
And I don't know if some of that roast is lingering, but I don't think it is. I think this has a nice
No,
roast.
it does. I wish it was a little bolder. This is almost, for a brewery like Three Floyds that does a lot of things bold. Now, not over the top adjuncts usually, unless it's their
Well,
Dark Lord
Marshmallow
days.
Hingy and-
Yeah, unless it's their Dark Lord shit, which that's all. But they've always been known, especially for even their core beers, for the longest time, like Zombie Dust was in your face hoppy, and like they did bold things. What I have noticed with some of their stuff lately is because they went so
Now it's one of the
nationwide?
masses, yeah.
that it's not that bold. I've never had this beer. I would like a little more roast and even a little more sweetness. I want these flavors amplified.
It's balanced well.
Hard for me to like.
But I get what you're saying.
I want equal parts still, just like it is, but I want it bolder.
Yep.
Which I feel like, I don't know if this is memory, things being better in the past, or if it has changed between hither and thither.
Messing with me.
No, because like I remember it being a little more bolder in flavor, but again, we've had so much stuff, and it's been years since I've had this. I can't remember distinctly, but this is still good, and I think John nailed it. The key to this, then as well as now, is balance.
It's listed at 8%.
I was just trying to look it up while talking to. I remembered it being 8 before, and I assumed it didn't change. But assuming they didn't change it, this thing is still drinkable. It's strong enough without being knock your socks off.
It's a very drinkable 8.
Very drinkable.
It's an approachable 8. It's got a balanced flavor. It's also something like initially I got drawn to it because I'm not gonna say anti Three Floyds, but since they didn't do as many, they were more leaning into like the IPAs and stuff. At least that I saw when I was getting beer at that time in the craft scene. They weren't doing stuff like this, and the label art drew me in, being like a fan of the movie. Why can't I think of it right now? Clockwork Orange, which is the inspiration for this art, and the Moloko milk, the name of it, because that's the milk bar that they went to.
Yeah.
And it being stout, I was like, okay, cool, it's enough things. It's worth a try. And then I really got hooked into it. And this and the Stonefire King Hoot Stout that they had, they're both seasonal releases, were my two favorite things to come out of Three Floyds, because I never had Dark Lord until just recently. And I was like, I just loved them, looked forward to them coming out every year, got them every year whenever they came out as I could. And I was so missing them, and now I'm like so happy to get it again.
The other flavor that I got a lot of, especially on the Big Gulp, was just a very pleasant caramel.
Tyler looks a little underwhelmed.
I don't get the caramel. No, I was trying to find the caramel.
Oh.
No,
I did.
I like the Big Gulp. I like the Big Gulp, but I was like so focused on the caramel that I was like,
I will say the nostalgia in me is a little bummed that this is in 6-packs as opposed to bombers like it used to be. Just some of that nostalgia.
more beer.
I get it, but there's
And cheaper for them to make.
some kind of magical about like the consumer just taking a 22 ounce of this to the face and just sipping on it by a fire. Like that was always fun.
Someone finished.
Someone did finish. His Moloko.
Moloko, his face.
All up in here.
No, it's good. I want more. Like, I want bigger flavors on this. And I know milk stouts, you don't always get that. But I feel like the way they made this, they easily could amp those flavors without changing much.
It is a good milk stout. I do go first on this one.
And the drinkability is good.
And I do enjoy it. If I see it again, I would buy it again. I don't know what search out, so I'll go 3.75. It's a good beer.
I'm right there with you. It's 3.75. No, it's not. It's a 3.5. 3.5.
Liar.
What you got, Matt?
This was fun to try this after all the other stuff we've had. And I can say it's not that top tier beer for me that it used to be. It's still something that I do have a love for. I don't know if any of that is just that nostalgia of having this and looking forward to it, chasing it down every year, and it being my probably favorite beer back then. But this is still something that I really enjoy. It is still drinkable. It's got a good balance of flavors. And I am still going to search this out now that I can find it again. So I'm going to go... I'm gonna get 4.
So it's 3.75 average.
I was 4.25, but I can't quite get there with everything else that we've had now.
That's fair.
My evolved palates.
It is amazing. There's only a handful of beers I've had in my life that have really stood up against everything we've drank, and when I go back to them, I still go.
So good question. What are some of those beers when you were younger that you come back to now, and like
that I still think are the high quality,
so
or the ones that change?
We can we can.
So I'll give you both for me.
Yeah,
I have like 4 beers that come to mind for all of the above.
Yeah, what comes to mind?
So for me, the ones that are no longer as good in my mind, like the ones that I used to drink that now are like Newcastle's Brown Ale.
Okay,
that is one that I used to think was just
I haven't even seen that.
Chef's
I used to drink
Kiss.
that quite a bit in college.
Chef's Kiss, good, same. And now it's whatever. Now the two craft beers that I really, two or three craft beers that I really, I'll still go back to, and I'm like, still, Eric Blood Axe from Scarlet Lane, to me is still just as good as it's ever been. Hop Slam. The only thing about Hop Slam though is every year it's one of the few like every year mass produced beers that 100% changes flavors a little bit every year. Yeah. And you can watch it in my check-ins almost every year on Untapped. I've had 5s, I've had 4s, I've had 4.5s, I've had 3.75s, I've had 5.
So not a continuating scale.
But
up or
that's
down,
more that's just them in general. Like, and everybody, listen, like people be like, oh, it's not a good year or it's a great year. But Hop Slam to me is still it's one of my favorite IPAs of all time. But Newcastle Brown is probably the one that really, of all of the ones that I've had that disappoint me now, that are the beers that like when I first started my craft beer journey was like, yeah, I'm drinking the shit out of this. This is top tier, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Was Newcastle a craft though?
I mean,
I mean, at that point when you're drinking,
technically it is, but
all right. I didn't know if it fell under that or just if it was under more the macro umbrella.
Well, somebody may own it now. I don't know, but at one point in time,
but it's different than Bud Light, Coors Light.
Yeah, domestics.
Yeah, it's
or
domestics.
International domestics, like I call Heineken and those.
Yeah. I thought it was more like in that kind of boat.
So mine that I come back to, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't drink it all the time, but if I can find it and it's on tap, I love a good Smittix.
Well, I still can find Smittix most places I go.
And you can.
And so I drink Smittix still quite regularly.
Smittix, and I don't drink it regularly, but when I do, I'm just like, yeah, this is just good. I love a good Smittix.
Whenever I go to Nine Irish with Jared and Katie, I'll get a Smittix.
Get a Smittix, yeah. When I go to an Irish pub, I'm getting a Smittix.
Oh, you have to have Cheers if he's tried that new Guinness.
Probably. They drink Guinness a lot.
One that I would like to retry is a Vorsteiner.
Like to
yeah.
Fucking go to
I know they have it.
No, but
I just haven't had it for a while.
Where I go all the time, Rathskeller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'd like to retry a Vorsteiner, and then I've told this on the show before, but the one that really pisses me off when I first had it, I was just like, oh my god, what is this black tar? It was Guinness. Like, wait, that wasn't thick. That was that.
Well, Guinness for me at the time was the same way. When I first had it. Well, shit, you guys I hadn't had Guinness in so long when we had it that first time on the show. But it wasn't the Jared episode, but we had it on the show.
It's black water.
And I used to tell you guys, I'm like, oh, that shit was so thick. It's like a fucking milkshake. And John, you guys both looked at me like, you haven't had one in a while, have you? Like probably not since college.
Yeah.
And because I didn't like
my
the taste.
experience, though.
And now what's funny is I love stouts. We started the show and I love stouts.
Yes.
But like Guinness was so stuck in my head from college at being shit.
Thick charcoal.
Yeah. So then we drank one.
It's very watery in texture and taste. It's
and it was really
thin.
It was really funny because we drank one not even live. John just went, drink this. And I poured my glass. I'm like,
what is this water?
There's no thickness. There's no flavor. There's no like
fucking Guinness.
That talk about starting your beer journey. Like Matt's over there not starting. Matt's been drinking craft beer for longer than I have. But Matt was talking about like again where it's this maybe my flavors have changed and that happens. But like it's so obvious with like both of us when it comes to Guinness.
Yeah. That was my experience with Guinness too. So
everyone's got that like fear of Guinness though until you try it, and then like sometimes it's in your head, and before you get on like a big beer journey, if that's like the first dark beer that you try, you're like, oh man.
I thought about replacing that razor, and then I was like,
it's funner to watch him struggle.
He would cut himself.
No. If you do it, just tell me ahead of time. That's the
yeah.
big thing. If you did it and didn't tell me,
because you all the time you're like, oh, this is how dull this is.
If you did it and didn't tell me,
yeah,
we'd be making an emergency room trip.
Yeah,
we would definitely need that like
because of that alone, like
that technical difficulties screen that we've been talking about that we just push. Jim actually makes a
Jim Monroe.
Yes, sir. It just popped.
Jimmy!
First comment I think I had seen from him today says milk stouts that we just had sounded a lot like left hand milk stout. Can drink easily.
Yeah.
I would take this over left hand milk stout any day. I used to love Left Hand Milk Stout too. It's still good, but this one I think is superior personally.
So I had we have the peanut butter one over there.
Oh.
So I had. God, why do I know what's over there that easily?
And
you
I
got
was
this weird brain.
He's right.
Fuck.
Alcoholic.
Stop it.
That's why you can't pick just
You
one.
said it.
No, I said I was the alcoholic of the group. Didn't call myself an alcoholic. There's a difference.
Okay, you're
Sounds
the
like a fine line.
alcoholic of the group.
Yeah, I live the fine line. No shit. No, John. Or
we talking about the same thing here? Sleigh
Jim-
rides? Is it snowing outside?
No, no, I would never do that.
Oh, okay.
Jim, I agree. I think
I
it's very
try.
similar. I would pick this one, the one we just had, higher only because the ABV is a little bit higher, if I remember right. Left hand's a little bit lower.
I think left's like around 6.
I think the
maybe.
flavor profile is very similar, but I would go with this one just because if I'm going to have the same profile, I'm going to mat it just a little bit
Give more ABV.
and ABV whore it. So.
They are both good examples of a more traditional milk stout. with
Solid
all the
milk stout.
adjuncts,
Yep.
like both solid.
Base milk stouts, solid.
Now let's see what we got here for the. Now you gotta be curious. I'm gonna look up left hand.
I'm going to laugh. Left hand pops up at like 10. I'm going to be like, and I changed my
I'm 90%
choice.
certain it's like 6. But
I
I'm gonna
believe
double
so
check
as well. I'm shocked Jim hadn't told you because I know Jim has it in the fridge right now, probably.
ABV 6 on the dot.
That's the best part about babysitting Jim's kid. There's beer in the fridge.
So that's the best thing about being an alcoholic is you know your ABVs.
No, there's I was talking about babysitting Jim's kid. There's beer in the fridge.
Well, that does help.
I'm too damn busy with baseball and fucking night shift right now. I haven't been able to do it in a while. All right. Anyway, so
Phrasing?
stop it. So we have the Crux 2022 Banished series, 10th anniversary Tough Love barrel aged Imperial Stout. This comes in at a whopping 14%. Imperial Stout brewed with blackstrap molasses and spices. Hold on, let me do that again. With blackstrap molasses. That's not the voice I wanted. That's not the voice I wanted.
That was red green.
No, I knew what I wanted in my head and it just didn't come out. I'm not trying again. I'm mad. Aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels. Our 10th vintage of an... I talk more Southern than what I came up with there. Jesus. Anyway, our 10th vintage of an annual favorite, this year's Tough Love remains true to form. Banished to Kentucky bourbon barrels under controlled conditions for nearly a year, rich overtones of dark roasted malt, oak smoked wheat, and malted rye give way to delicate notes of velvety chocolate, vanilla, and dried cherries. It was for their own... Actually, no, John, I want you to do this. This part here. That paragraph at the bottom, under the gold.
It was for their own good. Beers in this special series are banished for months in oak barrels, allowing flavors to mature, meld, and mellow. This beer contains live yeast. Take it even further by storing in a dark place at 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit
That works
for
out here.
1 to 3 years.
I was really hoping you'd go full mud hog when the word started off. It was banished.
And it was...
I know.
It's a little
Because when it
weird.
started off, it was banished, and I saw, what was it? It was banished
4
and
months.
for its own good.
For their own
When
good.
it was for their own good and banished, I'm like, oh, this is dirty, and this is mud hog
This is
reads.
a mud hog read situation here, and he did
Sorry
kind
to
of
disappoint.
He didn't full mud hog it. I'm a
he
little
half
disappointed.
shat the bed.
Well, it was kind of hard to read.
Yeah, I know. My favorite were the random pauses as
Well,
you try to figure out the next
Yeah,
word.
this
You need the strong glasses over
This-
here, John. I can give them to you.
beer.
It-
It's like beer. What does that fucking
It's
say?
better than a lot of the ones we've read, but there's a little bit of a
Dude,
glare.
there was one can of beer up there that I was going to grab today, but it
Couldn't
was
read
like it was like blue, like metallic blue on black, and I was like, I
Blue
can't
on
fucking
black.
read this shit.
Was it apple core?
No,
No,
wasn't till.
that's green on black or whatever, or teal on black. Well, how many times have I read something, then had to reread it, and then somebody will go to make fun of me? I'm like, you fucking read it.
Yeah.
And the guest and John will be like, oh, never mind, we're good.
Wait, let me try this again.
Oh god, he's old manning the
I
shit
got
out of
the
this.
picture so you can zoom in.
Oh
No,
my
I'm
God.
I'm gonna stop you from doing that for you. Jim says Smithwick's is great. Beer refrigerators.
Smittix.
You fucking
It's
heathen.
spelled Smithwick's. It's Smittix.
You heathen. Get the fuck out.
Fine, you can push your own
Give your
buttons.
balls a touch.
Jim knew what.
And also says beer refrigerator is full, just restock.
Ugh.
Time to babysit.
He's asked twice lately, and I haven't been able to.
Yeah, sounds like you need to call in sick one night.
I just started night shift. I can't do that.
Sunday.
Although as slow as we've been lately, like, it wouldn't fucking matter.
Lately, you've been there for a week.
You work from home, don't you?
No, from what I hear, this has been just a real slow night week.
Can't you just take your work with you if you're not at home?
I mean, I could watch Evan from... The problem is...
Just
Evan...
giving you options
No,
here.
the
He
problem
wants
is...
to drink all the beer in the fridge.
No, the problem is Ev's real loud at times.
Ah,
And I can't be on the phone for work.
touche.
Ev's real loud.
But hopefully...
And once I start my shift, I'd have to be at their house till 7:30 in the morning.
Fair enough.
I'm not getting from their house to my house in a half hour during my lunch.
While working. You can run your Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yeah, you used to have one of those like headphone things, right? Just drive around with that, like the important guys in the carpool lane.
We'll figure it out for you.
No, because I have to look up shit on the computer when I'm on the phone.
That'd be tricky.
I can't. No, there's no way I'm memorizing all the goddamn travel insurance bullshit, medical insurance bullshit, and all that. Fuck no.
I hate to. All right, I gotta get to this beer because I'm curious to see what you guys think after I derailed us. I apologize.
That was your fault.
I know. That's why I'm fixing my mistake. I don't know that I care for this.
I just get booze. There's not a lot of flavor.
I'm getting like a
Velvety chocolate and dried cherries and vanilla. I don't get.
Carb is too high. It's got a bitterness that just isn't balanced at
It's
all.
bitter and boozy.
I'm supposed is the bitterness somewhere like is a love child between the chocolate and the cherry? Is that where that? Because
No,
I mean, there is chocolate cherry,
I mean I'm getting a little bit of both, but I think the bitterness is kind of winning out.
it's a
I think
very minimal.
but it's like a chocolate cherry Coke.
that actually.
No, that's giving it too much praise.
I didn't say it was good.
I get a lot of barrel and a lot of bitter.
I really
With
don't
a
like
little
the
bit of
nose.
chocolate and cherry.
It's just a lot of carb for a fucking stout.
There is a lot of carb, which is funny because how many times have you used stout? You don't say it as much, but the amount of beers that you've mentioned wanting more carb.
Yeah, this one I don't. Stout shouldn't be. This is what it tastes. That's why I said it was like a Coke.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
fucking carbonated.
Dude, when I smelled this before we drank it, I was like, this doesn't smell right. Like, it didn't smell off, but it smelled not right. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't like the nose
Yeah.
at all.
I already grabbed another beer,
And,
mostly because I wanted to drink it. It's a little tiny bottle, so it fits for the three of us.
like, it doesn't smell vegetal, but it almost smells vegetal-like. Like, does that make sense? Is that...
Actually, you know what it does taste like a little bit?
Yeah. Is it going to turn your arm red?
It's not how it works, John.
It's like a scratch and sniff, John.
God, every time. My favorite was when before you actually started making a joke out of it, when you legit would stare at your
I
hand.
can never
like,
remember.
I don't remember. I'm like you. I'll let him do it.
the amount of times John would just be like,
I don't see what it's doing.
nothing's happening.
It's not stainless or it's not sterling silver.
Yeah,
It's metallic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I thought it tasted a little bit, but sometimes barrel can do that, where it's not
Right,
metallic,
and-
but the flavor kind of...
In between chocolate, cherry, and barrel,
Yeah.
I'm like that can either mask all that or somewhere
No,
in those
it's
could
metallic.
bring this flavor. I could imagine.
It's metallic. It's like one of the few off flavors I could actually, like, really nail
You're good
down.
at that one.
That's
Yeah,
one of my
yeah,
favorites.
I don't pick it up well, but I can just tell like something about it just tastes either not like it was meant to, or I just don't like it. I'm not sure which.
It's not awful.
It's not terrible, but it
We've
doesn't
definitely
taste.
had worse beer than
It doesn't taste right
have
to
had worse
me,
beer.
and I don't like this flavor myself personally.
I shouldn't belch as much as I feel like I have to after a stout. That is very carb.
I don't get much molasses.
No. Which, also, I apologize for that really shitty accent.
Do we?
You should.
I don't know. Like, I knew what I wanted in my head, and what came out loud was not even remotely what I wanted.
So when they said that there's all these flavors that are supposed to come out, was that adjuncts that they put in there, or just
No.
flavors that were supposed to come
Flavor
out from
from the
what they
grain and
did?
The
they
grains,
did.
the barrel, the
Okay.
yada, yada, yada.
Because if it's stuff they added in, they went too much with any of it or all of it. Like, if it's stuff that's just supposed to come out, then
You go first.
Yeah, no, it says notes of, so it's not added. That's
okay.
what they're expecting between the grains and the barrel. Dude, that's the problem. I got one of those working right now, and there it is.
That felt like a good one.
I told you it was coming.
But you did say it was
Ooh.
14%, right?
That's
It's
what
not
it
redeeming
says.
this.
That's not helping.
I mean, it helps.
No.
It doesn't absolve everything, but it helps.
Like, no. I mean, what are you going to do?
Belch
It's
again.
getting worse.
That's what happened when John tried to make good picks, and It seemed like it was going to be a good run. And
Started off solid. 175. No. 1.5. 1.5.
I love it.
Oh, and I don't like beers.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not nice.
Yeah.
When I don't like a beer, I start. Which I love how, knowing that he was next, he got up already.
I've been doing my special duties.
He's not used to counting.
Give us what be proud of me.
I gave it a 1.5. What are you gonna go with?
I'm not far. The ABV Hormy has got to give it a 1.75.
He's nicer than
Stefan would be proud of that.
It's
So,
also meaner than I expected.
dude, that wasn't
It
good.
actually is.
And like, it's not what it was like. I normally like 2 is kind of my floor unless you really fuck some stuff up.
Yeah, you're not under 2 that often.
Yeah, I know, and so that just says everything we need.
And
to,
you've been
right?
under 2 like 3 times today.
Yeah, it's been a rough day for me.
God damn, John.
So my score adventure in this one
We're gonna put that
Started,
on
like,
cam so we can
started-
just be like, don't drink this.
I
started
think so.
started
maybe
like
not.
with Tyler. I was gonna go
You just want to kind
175,
of cradle that, John, so we can just kind of see.
and then I went to a 1.5.
Just one stroke. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I did 1.5.
I'm on the step stool.
Are you down to 1.25?
And then Matt convinced me to go 1.25. So
God damn.
yeah, it's not good.
So we are a 1.5 average.
Yeah.
Basically, he's like, damn, if Matt's a 175, I
It's
gotta go
got worse and
1.25.
worse.
If that wasn't 14, that would have been under 1.75 easy for me. But I
Trying to warm
gotta
this
give
up
him some of that.
A little bit.
You both are just really having a lot of fun with those bottles over
All right,
there.
so I did add a beer, and I'm gonna take a picture of it and make sure we post it because,
Little hand grenade?
yeah.
Hand grenade.
Well, I decided I had a feeling.
I'd fuck it out the window. But the
Is
trash
it
can's
bad
kinda
that I
full.
truly had a feeling that wasn't gonna work? That's why I stood up. Like right before we had this, I was like, I'm gonna go grab another beer.
Yeah, I
just
saw
looked
you
at
reach and
stuff
grab that. I was
over
like, oh, Todd just had his eye on that for a while. No?
Well, actually, I just brought it last week, but this is from Creatures of Habit in Anderson, Indiana. It's the one I texted you guys about.
You did.
So I had the base version of this before it was barrel aged. I gave the base a 3.75. I thought it was a very good Imperial Stout.
Ugh.
That beer. I was like,
Yeah,
God
last
damn,
one.
you haven't even had
No.
this one.
That's clearly still
Um,
After Effects. I'm
I've
feeling
had
it,
Creatures
too.
of Habit before. I went there at different beer fests.
We never got a good burp out. like you did.
Savor Lebanon. They're always at. They're not my favorite brewery.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Anderson on
But-
tap?
Anderson tap.
But
Possibly one of the most fun brewery fests that we get to.
But-
Doesn't make sense.
their location is fucking stupid cool. They have great food, and I tried a few extra beers while I was there. They don't do themselves justice with some of the stuff they bring to Beer Fest because they definitely had better beer, like, and not even their big stuff. I had a couple, like, I sampled a couple, like, just smaller,
Core type of.
yeah, and it was. They're not bringing their better stuff.
They're just okay.
They're,
Which
they're-
is a strategy.
but
Get rid of shit.
for instance, I have Anderson and Muncie pretty close together. I have never been into their brewery because I've never been impressed by them. I happened to go in on a date recently. She was from Pendleton. I'm from Muncie. It's halfway in between. Fuck it, why not? I heard they had good food.
We're still talking about the date, right?
Yeah,
Was
good
it squirted?
food. Good food. Very, very solid beer. I'm excited to try the barrel age.
I'm excited to try it.
There was about 7 different people when the guy brought up that they had a barrel variant of this, and he's like, "I only got like 2 bottles left. Do you want one?" I'm like, "How much?" He's like, "Oh, they're small bottles. They're only." He goes, "It's kind of expensive," and I'm like, "How much?" And he goes, $13, and I'm like,
Okay.
Well,
"I'll like add it to my tab." He's like, "Do you want to know how much or how many ounces the bottle is?" And I'm like, well, he goes, "It's a small bottle." I was expecting 12. He shows me an 11-ounce hand grenade. I'm like,
see, Tyler, you got to qualify $13 in Anderson dollars.
but
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
also hey.
it's similar to Muncie dollars.
Hey, what I also learned though is, and something I didn't know, which I actually plan on going back to Creatures soon for, they carry about 200 different beers in like a bottle shop type stuff. Their cooler behind the bar, like the bottle cooler, is all guest bottles and cans and stuff.
Fine.
Oh, that's
You've
cool.
talked me into doing it on site.
Yeah, and
Or at least after Anderson on tap.
I'm not there, so an on site. But also, I do want you guys to go after Anderson on tap.
And we go to Applebee's.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
both,
Yeah.
America's favorite margarita.
but
Perfect.
Perfect. Shit, almost had it.
Perfect margarita.
I mean, yeah, you can't just go around throwing out perfect if it's not.
But no, I was really impressed. You guys, when I sent you guys the pics, both of you were like, shit, where the fuck's that?
Yeah, they did look really snappy.
The place is really cool.
I look up the text again.
The bar,
I forgot the text, full disclosure, until right now. He's like, oh yeah, they did look really dope inside.
the bartender was awesome. He said he's there most days. I was pretty impressed. This is the 2022 Remo's Revenge Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Again, from Creatures of Habit out of Anderson, Indiana.
Let's go. Anderson's shocking.
There's very little in Anderson to do. Evidently, this is one of the things.
Drink.
All right, Steven says the question: daily drinker, Friday night pour, impress your guest, and celebration pour. Plan a show. That kind of seemed more like a request than a question.
Oh,
Steven,
I think Steve's saying
Like
yeah,
themes.
no, like
the theme would be the beer is set
daily
up.
drinker, Friday night pour, impress your guests, celebration, like like the Pappy Van Winkle of your beers. Like all right,
That's
this is
pretty.
special.
So the River North,
Yeah, that's our
or the
our
Fremont,
impressor guess.
or the Fremont, either one.
Yeah.
Also,
Ale song would be a good one too, depending on what ale song we have.
definitely
especially.
Rhino suit. Yeah, that's
Oh,
Good
speaking of
ones.
which,
Good ones.
that box. Did you see what was in that box?
I mean,
the ale
The
song
Ale
barley
song
wine.
barley wine.
I didn't get too deep in your box.
That explains why I haven't been satisfied.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't finish. I mean, it is your work wife,
He
John.
did finish.
Not this time.
I never finish.
He didn't finish with Grace. His words, not mine.
Sounds like Grace's fault.
Tattoo.
Oh, look at that scurvy pirate on the bottle.
Female part.
Looks like it's a lady.
It is.
I don't know if this is carrying on from the last beer, but I'm still not a fan of the smell.
I like the flavor.
It's a much,
finish
just
is a little
better. It's a much better mouthfeel on this.
It
one.
is.
It's a little bit.
Ooh,
sweeter,
I'm a big fan of
more
the flavor, though.
A little more viscous without being syrupy.
Very boozy.
Yeah. Well,
But again, that sounds weird. For only 14,
yes, but
it's boozy and you notice it. I say that because we do have breweries behind us
it's a drinkable booze.
who give us like 19%.
It tastes like a 14.
It tastes like 12.
Yeah.
Like
So this is one. It's not like
this
so,
14 tastes like 14.
This is a solid.
Yeah, this isn't that
solid
smooth drinking, but this isn't an over drinking. This is
No.
a drinking at expect like
Exactly.
You're telling me this is a 14. This drinks like a 14. Doesn't drink heavier. Doesn't drink lighter.
I might guess 15. Like,
yeah.
it,
it's plus or minus a percentage of what
That's
this,
pretty
this says
solid.
it is. Like
I'm not mad at it. It's kind of
it's
fun.
advised that it's what it is, so you kind of know what you're getting into, and it's barrel aged, so you know it's going to be a
I
robust
told you,
flavor. Like
they have not
A
done.
little bit of stone fruit in this one.
They have not done themselves justice at Beer Fest.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, I can get to their place in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I
And
have
you've never been
never gone until it just happened to work out for a date, and it was a Sunday, and there's nothing in Anderson open on Sundays, really. They are. I made it work.
yeah, I got a slightly bigger gulp on that. Not a big gulp, but a
a
slightly
little bit
bigger.
of stone fruit.
Getting
It's a little
getting
complexity there.
A little bit of a fruit flavor.
There's a
like,
nice little complexity to it.
which that kind of is more matching with the nose smell. I'm getting like a little fruit
caught me off
nose
guard with that.
I didn't think I cared for, but now that this flavor's kind of, it's almost like a hint of apple.
I think as it warms up, don't say that. That's an off flavor. And I'm not getting apple. As it warms up, I think you're going to get a little more richness.
Yeah.
But it is flavorful and complex, even cold.
Yeah.
Because you guys saw me. I got up and pulled it out just a few minutes ago. Like,
Yeah. You jerked it off.
We couldn't
18
tell.
times.
I wish.
We raw.
Ah, it hurts so good.
That's the line. That's been a great 3 years, got.
Sometimes you're just really bored.
God, can you imagine 18 times? That's
Oh, God.
you're barely breaking for sleep and lunch and dinner.
I mean, what is on Letterkenny?
Wasn't it like once for every day of the month or something for Christmas?
Yeah.
Huh? I haven't seen that episode.
Oh, keep watching. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
So
there's-
December 1st you do once, December 2nd you do twice, December 30th, you do 3 times.
Fuck no.
They're like, when you get to like December 20th, what are you doing? Like how do you with
60
if you
times?
you have 24 times. You have 24 hours in a day, and you've got to do
60 times.
well, no,
Whoa.
20. If it's December 20th.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
Yeah,
It's not
that,
compounded.
that day.
All right, I got you. It's not compounded.
That day's
compounded.
quantity.
So it was like it's just a great.
How
episode.
would you do
They're like
that?
you got to wake up.
That's their debate.
Yeah, that is a debate. That's
It's the
a great
great
episode.
debate, if you
You're
will.
basically rubbing one out as often and fast
You
as
got to wake
can,
up at midnight.
and then you got to rub out like 7 real quick to give you like any chance at sleep later.
Either you span them out or you just like, punches and bunches, you know? You might
No, I think you'd have to punch a bunch to ever be able to eat or sleep.
Bunches. I love it. Write that down.
Well, you never heard of Mike Tyson? Oh, come on, man. You play Punch Out. Punches and bunches, baby.
Not with this context, though.
I'm putting the context with it too.
Yeah.
Punches and bunches. Quotations, masturbation.
I put rubbing one out.
With your hand around, I can imagine, like, rubbering one out? What's he talking about?
Hold on. Christmas.
I know, 25.
So 25 times in
And you got
24 hours
family over.
during. That's what I was thinking. Wow, family's over, or you're at a family member's.
So, I mean, suppose you go or have family that you're doing a
But,
Christmas
all right.
thing with.
John does. I do. So say, all right. For instance, I go to my mother's for Christmas.
Well, you better stockpile before you go.
My 7 nieces and nephews are also there. The older ones, girlfriends or
25
boyfriends, are
times,
also
buddy.
there. And I got to knock 25 out in 24 hours.
Well, what time does the family come over? You meet up.
Oh, our family's there from 1 to like midnight.
So basically, got from midnight to 1. So you got to put in the work.
Oh my
bud.
God.
25 and 11 in 13 hours.
You'd be walking. No, it'd be more. You'd be walking like fucking, like just raw. You gotta pee. You like go to grab your dick to piss.
So good.
No, that one wouldn't hurt so good. That'd be painful.
Just thinking of the
The end of this show is my favorite I think we've had in a while.
Tyler, I'm not asking you because I know John has it. You've seen Saving Silverman, right?
Yeah.
You know, where he has the chart on masturbation's gone up substantial since you left, Aaron.
Yeah.
Chafing. We're chafing.
Dude, 25 times in 24 hours on
And then you
Christmas.
got December's a 31-day month.
Sure is.
See, that's the thing is, I'm not as worried about day 31 as I am day 25
New
because
Year's Eve.
Christmas.
I'm sure you're going to be around people on New Year's Eve.
I rarely do shit for New Year's Eve, and if I do, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. That's about where they got stuck. Yeah.
John's fucking daughters are up there just watching Christmas movies, opening gifts. John's like, I'll be back. An hour later, he's
John's going to go down here and watch not bad Santa, not bad Santa, but really bad Santa.
Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
John has to try to knock him. Punches. He has to punches and bunches
You gotta
real
punch and
quick.
bunches real
That way
quick.
he can have an hour while the kids open presents.
God. Yeah, I'm with Matt there.
While you're fucking smoking the turkey.
Write that down. Smoking the turkey.
While punching and bunching.
Bunches of punches.
Oh shit!
All right, enough about John and his meat. How about this beer?
That got fun. All right,
Steve says, thanks for the free entertainment.
that's
Do
what we're
our
here
best,
for,
buddy.
Steve.
we only cost you time.
Seriously, this beer though,
Unless you would like to support the channel, you can find us on Patreon.
not yet. One of these days, John and I've talked about it. We just don't know how to do it.
I do know. I could think.
No, I meant that actually makes it worth it. That's the problem is we know how to do it. I've looked up how to start.
What awards we gonna do?
Wait, is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it? Is that what we're talking about?
Sure.
I think you're using it in this scenario, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My dick.
It's so bad I don't even know what I am.
I really hope my high school players never find this.
I hope they do.
My Lutheran players did.
John, you're 50% owner of this. Which do you hope for?
Oh, I hope so.
My
I
Lutheran.
might be responding all on that text message.
Here's $35. Go watch the show.
No, that's my travel guys. They found it already. I don't care about those guys. The high school guys, like, ooh, that'll get interesting real quick. The Lutheran guys, when they found it.
That's a good Bible going, folks.
But Catholic.
Lutheran.
Well, Lutheran. Yeah, my bad.
It's Catholic light.
All right. So they drink Bud Light?
So they just sit down during church instead of
No, they
getting
still
a
do all the
workout.
drinking.
Okay.
They just also hate Catholics. It's fine.
Okay.
While being very similar. It's weird. I'm telling you, I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed in Creatures of Habit because every time I have them at Beer Fest, I think they're shit.
Yeah.
But yet, when I went there, when I've had this is good beer.
Hey.
Now, I don't expect you to bring your barrel-aged Imperial Stout to Beer Fest because you're just giving
Creatures
away
of Habit. I understand the strategy of taking...
of getting rid of kegs.
Getting rid of kegs at a beer fest. But maybe once in a while doing that, bring a couple good things too.
Just throw a bone.
Throw in 1 or 2. If you bring 4, get rid of 2, bring 2.
Yeah.
Because you're losing customers when you shouldn't be. Also, so I have something in the works, and I'm going to say it on here. You guys don't even know this yet.
Uh-oh.
No, he's doing tire things.
OnlyFans.
I wish. Two Beerded Guys. We've talked about doing more events where we, celebrate places and
Sure, yeah.
pack places and
Yeah, I like to pack places.
damn straight.
Dark
Kind
ones?
of like we did at Full Fest where we were the party guys. We were like we were at Books and Brews Noblesville when they closed, all that kind of shit. We were the party guys. There is a new tap house opening in Newcastle.
Okay.
I am in the process, and it depending on when their grand opening is, if it works into the 3 of our schedules, and even if we can't make it, as soon as I talk to them one way or the other, I'll give you the names of this place. But I want to let you guys know to make sure you follow us on Facebook, especially because there's a good chance an event shows up where we need your help.
We'll need bunches of punches.
As our friends, as our viewers, all that shit. As the TBGU, some might say.
Some might.
Cinematic universe.
We need to be able to pack this
Actually,
place
the IRL universe.
because we know that's where we really come in. We are strong at
Strong coming in at what?
packing a place and making sure people stay and have fun and want to do all that. I'm doing this on purpose at this point. But
I just don't even know.
That's it.
But now, so make sure you follow because there will be an event coming up most likely where we get to, just be ourselves and drink and have fun and party.
No, we
So-
won't be ourselves. Other people might more show up if we don't be ourselves.
No, people like us for some reason.
I'm still trying to figure that
But-
out. I'm not sure.
This beer
That's
this time.
their problem, not ours.
Hey, this beer this time. It is Matt that goes
Matt's
first.
turn. You're in turn.
That is a pleasant left field surprise.
Another
Again,
baseball reference.
God damn it!
Fuck you.
Why am I doing that?
This is a blast.
He's
tonight.
incepted me. I need to. Do you have something I can spin, John?
Hey, it's 4th and 15. What are you doing?
It's what?
Four.
Oh, I didn't hear you, and then I heard you when I said what. Like, you know how that goes. Like, oh, it's 4th and 15.
What?
I gotcha.
He knows his baseball, but not his football.
No,
evidently.
I got the reference. I
No,
literally
you
just didn't
didn't.
hear him.
Nope.
4th and 15. Yeah,
That's not what I heard.
Yeah, just punt.
Go for it, baby.
I don't know. I think he swings for the fences at this rate.
Sure
Shit.
do.
Damn it!
God, I don't.
You went back to the baseball.
I mean, I don't know what the better term is for that.
Hail Mary.
That would have been it. Yeah. But 14% drinks like it says it is. It's got a wonderful flavor.
And 2 extra points.
It's
I'm so happy right now. The fact that he goes, what?
I literally didn't hear you.
Doesn't matter.
Got a good mouthfeel to it. I'm gonna give this one a 4 1/4.
I'm at 4 1/4.
I'm right there with you. That was fucking fantastic. It jumped the barrel and the way they did it.
I like the complexity of it.
It jumped a full half point for me.
It's not what I expect from a stout.
I enjoyed the hell out of that. That was fun.
No,
And that's a local place to me.
great job.
I like when places are close to me. There's not a lot of them.
And that was a good add-in after the last beer we had before this.
Yeah,
So-
it really
needed
was
it.
needed. So beer of the night, Matt.
Oh shit. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to go with Creatures of Habit. Like,
Oh shit!
the most anticipated beer I had shit the bed. The one that I would have picked if I didn't pick that shit the bed. Yeah, this thing was really came out of unexpected territory and did.
Oh,
good.
he started to say left field. He started to.
Yeah, I caught myself, John.
Yeah, but the fact that you started to still. This is so much fun. I'm enjoying all of this.
John?
He's not wrong. Like, I'm trying to think of the beers that we had, and there were some decent ones, and there were some ones that caught me off guard. But the Creatures of Habit was, yeah, it's the beer of the night for me. It stands out. I do want to go there and see what else they got going on.
Yeah, if Tyler said it's got good food and the pictures he sent that looked really cool, and they got beer like this, I would like to check that out.
Yeah, my burger was fucking. It was a peach jalapeno burger.
Ooh.
It had like peach jam, jalapeno. Oh, it was fucking stupid. I enjoyed every minute of it.
But we know what your beer of the night is.
It's the Nitro Cold Brew.
Yeah.
It's the Guinness.
Yeah.
Because it's not my highest rated.
Oh.
The Lemure was my highest. But
you liked it so much you're gonna crack in it here in the next 5 minutes.
But no, it's the fact that they. I would never buy that beer. The only way is if somebody gave me one.
Yep.
Which
And
is
look
what
what
happened
happened.
tonight. But there is no way I would have ever seen that on the shelf and been like, oh yeah, I'm buying that fucking thing.
I took a sip of that the other day. I'm like, oh, Tyler's going to be pissed.
I'm impressed as hell. It has to be the Guinness Nitro Cold Brew Coffee. That annoys the shit.
I mean,
out
I
of
knew
me.
you were gonna say it when I was picking mine, but I just tried to get that out of my head while I was thinking of what I was gonna pick.
But damn, like, fuck. Matt, is there anything last over there? I doubt it this time of night.
No, I think we've kind of wrapped them
Stevie
all
P,
up.
I think, signed off a little bit ago.
No, he says, send me a wish list. He'll be in Amsterdam April 16th.
So Stevie P, I definitely will take care of that. Thank you very much. I'll send you a wish list. My buddy who flies
It's gonna be a lot of
domestically-
photos from the red light district, which I'm sure you're probably supposed to take.
I've been
photos
there
of.
actually.
Oh,
My buddy who flies domestically brings me beer, so it's real nice that you're gonna be in Amsterdam. Thank you, Stevie P.
Yeah. We'll get you the list.
I will make sure that happens. Ooh, that's my dream. Like,
Do we
European beer from Europe?
beers over there to request.
Oh, sweetheart,
don't
I will
know.
figure it out. Don't worry.
Okay. Where's like? How about you?
Einstock.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get. As much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna get a hold of Ron.
Oh, yeah.
It breaks my heart to say that, but I'm gonna get a hold of Ron.
He knows his beer. I
Uh,
know.
yes,
He
but
knows
no.
he knows his beer. That's the problem.
Fucking Ron. Anyway, so
Great time.
guys. This was a fun fucking show. Actually,
Yeah.
we don't have this as bad as it sounds. When it's just the three of us, it's normally not this much fun. We like our guests. John and I are social creatures. We like our guests. He's the introvert
not,
that's social.
yeah.
No, you are, but you're not.
Yep.
A beer drinking like social moment.
I'm weird.
That's you.
I'm weird, yep.
Yeah, weird introvert. That's sometimes an extrovert. Matt is an extrovert who's sometimes an introvert.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you guys. This has been a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in for our podcast.
Let me tell you, just the extrovert who's abrasive.
No, I'm just an extrovert who's an asshole. On that page, but
Yeah.
hey,
I said abrasive.
make sure you check out Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews because
We're going to have
damn.
some good episodes tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
tonight's
excited for
gonna be
both of
fun.
them.
Tonight's gonna be fun. Oh, both dropped behind. I'm TBG_Ops
My dog B&Q.
and behind the camera, the one, the only. Ladies, seriously, he is single. He is good looking. He makes good money.
Just
he has
be
his own
obvious.
place and owns a rental house. Make sure you get a hold of Off-Screen Matt.
That was way too much. That's weird. Off screen, Matt. Bye.
Trying to get you laid.
That's an uphill battle.
For like 8 years.